In a world where borders fade away, where hearts unite and colors sway, we'll break the chains of greed and strife, embrace the dawn of a new life. No more walls dividing lands, no more clenched fists, no iron hands. We'll build bridges made of love, guided by the stars above. Symphony of hope that rings from every corner, every shore. We'll rise together forevermore. In this realm without corruption seen, where kindness flows like gentle rain, we'll sow compassion, reap respect, and then the fractures we neglect. No more wars fueled by greed, no more hunger left to feed. We'll plant seeds of empathy, watch them grow into unity. Harmony by the stars above, find the smiles across miles. Harmony and love, our everything, infamy and love forevermore. Let the currency be kindness, let gold or silver's cold caress. Our wealth is measured in shared smiles across cultures, across miles. Harmony unbound, our anthem sings a symphony of hope that rings from every corner, every shore. We'll rise together forevermore. So let's tear down the walls that bind and leave the past mistakes behind. In this world without division, strife, we'll dance as one, embracing light. Forevermore, forevermore, forevermore. In this realm without corruption, sing will find us blooms like gentle rain. We'll sow compassion, reap respect, and then the factors we neglect. Don't let the currency be kindness, not gold or silver, cold caress. Our wealth measured in shared smiles across cultures, across miles, across miles. Forevermore, let the currency be kindness, gold or silver, cold caress.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to another live Q&A. Yes, I would people join before I start. Hourglass said that he will join us soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, Hourglass. Yes, inshallah. Yeah, before Hourglass join, so I would like to share something. I had some discussion. Yes, inshallah, after prayer, Hourglass. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I had some discussion on another channel. Somebody has written me about it was about stoning adulterers. Yeah, and let me see. He said this guy, I don't know if you guys see, stoning adulterers is mentioned in the Torah. Would you now have a problem with the Torah and its followers? Of course, it is so terrible. This YouTube is the worst, platform, I think. It deletes most of the comments. So anyway, when I answer it all the time, delete. Some of them stays. I don't know which words you can use. It says it wasn't trying. I wasn't trying to prove anything. I want to see what you'll say about the Torah and its followers, since it clearly mentioned stoning. What do you say? Sorry, I wrote. Why didn't you answer my question on another comment? I asked you to debate me directly because comments get deleted by YouTube. And then I wrote, I have problem with anyone who follows these barbaric acts. Why do you prove to me your barbaric act from a corrupted book? Because he also, at least we all believe that those books are corrupted. These type of verses were entered in those books. I'm not using a corrupt book to prove anything. I just want to get a consistent position from you where you denounce any messenger or who had practiced stoning and want you to label their followers as extremists and barbarics. Sorry, I have to, just a second. Okay. Yes. The thing is that these ignorant people think that the messengers said these barbaric acts. They don't understand that barbarians, pagans, they entered these verses in those books and they wanted to enter it in the Quran, but they couldn't. I also want you to come forward and say if God himself ordered stoning. No, God didn't order. You have no problem rejecting him. I wrote him, I'm now on air, debate me directly if you are. If I was going to write knowledgeable, I wrote if, okay, let me fix, if you know Islam. All right, let's see. I'm sure that they, people like him, they don't debate me because they know that I debunk them, right away. I mean, they all know that their belief is barbaric. They have, okay, while nobody's here, I would maybe, let me see, I would play, I can go to that.
Då jag precis har köpt en ny iPhone.
Sorry. Okay. I have come all the way from Sweden to ask you this question because you removed me on that channel. Okay. My question is that where are those two verses?
Who's trustworthy? Someone, but what he wasn't someone who was always narrating from his memory. He, like nowadays.
Actually, I forwarded because before we have been watching this beginning, I think, yeah.
It's like I myself, I prefer writing things. I don't have a quick memory like at some the early scholars. So he used to write.
I forwarded his trash explanations. Let's see here a little bit further.
One who said we're going to be protecting the Quran. He is the same one who said he can't abrogate in terms of recitation, in terms of removing, even lifting it up. Allah said this.
Okay.
So
first of all, I think we have been talking about this abrogation. The verse that Quran says, abrogation. If you put it in the context, you see that that verse is talking about previous books. Okay, but I don't remember exactly what it says. The verse before, it's talking to Christian and Jews, that because they don't want to, believe in the Quran. Allah says that if we abrogate a verse, it doesn't say from Quran. It says if we abrogate a command, a verse, an ayah, then we bring one similar to it or better one. Okay, so these people are totally, interpret the verse and say that it is about the Quran. So the question is that because the Quran, the verse that you refer to says that if we remove a verse, then we bring similar or better than that. So if it is about stoning adulterers, then he should bring either a similar to that in the Quran or better than that. Where is that?
You know this.
Yeah, I know that.
So Allah said this. That's it. We're done.
Okay, but he
You came here to argue or what?
sorry, he says that we bring another, if we remove it, we bring another one similar or better than that. Okay? So I want to know.
It's not the prophet of Islam.
I want to know.
Jesus Christ.
Okay?
Don't touch me.
I want to know. Oh, don't touch me. He's such a, let me see. Hello, Adam. How are you? You came to the UK. Nice. Yeah. Thank you. I was there. Yes. I would like to go there again. I know that view anywhere. What? View anywhere. All right. Hello, Fala. Good evening. Fala, I would like to talk to you about that hadith you were quoting. I remember something. Okay. If you call in, I would like to talk to you about that hadith about Prophet Muhammad was poisoned. Okay. So anyway. Sorry, I want to know if this verse, okay, he has abrogated whatever, which verse is instead that, because Allah
You
said
see
in
here,
that verse-
that's why we said Allah didn't say we'll bring another verse. Allah said we'll bring, Allah first, Allah said, we'll bring something similar or better.
Okay.
So what Allah here, the point is,
Similar to that.
basically the hadith, the
Such a liar. Allah didn't say I bring a better or similar in the hadith. You say it was abrogated. Okay. So if it was abrogated, then it should be another one, not the same one, first of all. Another one, similar or better in the Quran, not in the hadith.
the saying of Umar Khattab. Yeah, that's the hadith. Which means we need to know. That's why Allah, when Allah said, "Ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasul," obey Allah and His Messenger. That's actually sufficient to tell you obeying
Yeah, he went to another topic that we have to obey the messenger. The thing is that it is a lie. It is not from the messenger.
Allah and His Messenger. Sufficient for the things which is, if you think is not there, Allah Azza wa Jalla send the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam with that. So that's just. Jazakallah khairan.
So you mean that as a Muslim,
Is there a, can you get me a coffee or something? Wallahi, I need coffee. Yeah, please. Vanilla latte.
so you mean that as a Muslim, okay, I have to follow a verse that is not in the Quran, okay? Yes. Why Allah?
You follow a ruling which is not mentioned in the Quran. True.
No, it says the hadith says
No, the
it
hadith-
was a verse.
it was a verse. Then the
Yes.
ruling stays.
So
So
where
that's
is
all.
the verse? I said.
I told you, Allah abrogated it and Allah kept the ruling.
Okay, so let me see. This abrogation 1,000 years ago wasn't there, okay? And that's why that hadith says it was eaten. Yes, exactly. This abrogation wasn't there. That's why, okay, let me see. Falah says, I will join in later after you finish this video, okay? Let me see. Again, they cooked you. You see that you guys are all a bunch of liars, okay? You see that he's trying to run away, and then he quotes a verse that is talking about previous books, not about the Quran, that we abrogate. If we abrogate a verse of Quran, we bring similar to it, or why is bringing similar to it? I mean, you guys, you don't think at all. You don't use your brain because why he should bring the same abrogated verse and bring the same, okay? If it said, if I an abrogated verse, I will bring better one than that. Then we would think that, okay, he's talking about the Quran. First of all, the previous verse is talking about the people of the book. So it is clear that that verse is talking about the previous books. But anyway, where is the similar or where is the better one than that in the Quran? Hello, Fala. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, I
Let me
don't have.
see.
Okay,
You
I
say
don't have
you
much
were
time.
okay, yeah. Just
So you can just clarify what you found from the hadith. Then I'll come in later, maybe after an
all
hour.
right, yeah. Okay, yeah. Just because last time you were talking about the hadith, yeah, which I have, of course, heard about it a lot of times. But do you know what the hadith says? What happened to Prophet Muhammad, that he was saying that, oh my, what is it? My throat is coming out, or outright, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, is my sound okay, or there is a problem in the sound?
And there's some problem.
Yeah, with the sound. Hello, Fala, you mute yourself all the time. Don't mute yourself. So you hear me bad or what? Fala, why you mute yourself all the time?
Oh, I give you time to speak. I don't want you.
Okay,
to,
no,
I don't-
don't mute. Yeah, don't mute, because I just asked you, is there any problem in the sound?
I can now hear you clearly.
You cannot hear me clearly.
I can now hear you clearly.
Okay, yeah, now you can hear me clearly. Okay, so please, I just wanted you to read the hadith if you have it in front of you.
I don't have. Can you open it? I don't have it. Just go to.
I don't know the number, or I have
Okay.
just heard it. Okay,
Or just go to sunnah.com.
okay. Do you remember
Sunnah.
the number?
You'll just see it. Just go to sunnah.com.
Okay, let me see.
Place the if you could place the web page so that I can also
Yeah.
see.
Yes, sunnah.com. Just a moment, I will share it. Stop sharing. Present. Okay. Assalamu alaikum, brother Syed. Okay, so this is sunnah.com.
Yes.
All right.
Just type in the search tablet. Just type aorta.
Or
Aorta. It's the vein aorta. The vein itself. You type
is
in
it EUR? Yes.
No, it is AORTA.
AORTA.
Then search.
Okay, then search. Okay.
Yeah. Then you
Is it
find
this one?
it.
The
I can't
Prophet,
see clearly.
let me see. The Prophet in his ailment in which he died used to say, "Oh Aisha, I still feel the pain caused by the food I ate at the Khaybar. And at this time, I feel as if my aorta is being cut from that position." Okay, so this is that, yeah?
Yes, I think that is one of them, and also the other one. Although I can't see clearly. but
Okay, let me see. Let me
I think there are
zoom
different
in.
sources or something. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, all right, okay. So this is from Bukhari. This one is from Bukhari.
Sahih. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, trash Bukhari. I call it trash Bukhari. Okay.
Then
So
go to
anyway,
Sunan
all right.
Abi Dawud. Just go
No,
to
wait.
Yes,
Wait.
okay.
That's no. That's the same thing. Okay. So I think this is the enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that another word, or it is the same thing?
It's just the same thing, but from a different. I think that one is Sahih Bukhari, and this other one is Sunan Abu Dawud.
Okay, Sunan Abu Dawud. Okay, but
Yes.
both are the same thing. You know what?
Yeah.
It says yes, Fala. It says, I have which he died used to say, Aisha, I still feel the pain you caused by the food I ate at Khaybar, the food I ate at the Khaybar, do you know what happened at the Khaybar? According to Hadith?
I'm not sure, but this
Yes,
is my
exactly.
point.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
no,
sure,
no. Yeah, but
but
the thing is that,
yes,
Fala. Yeah,
yes,
the thing is that, let me help you, because you don't know such a things. Unfortunately, you just see something without research, without anything. That the
I
Khaybar,
know,
look,
I know.
what happened?
It was
No, what
it
happened?
was a it was a poison
Okay,
given by the Jewish. I think there
all
was a
right.
Jewish
Yeah,
servant who gave
yeah,
the prophet
yes, a Jewish servant that he
servant
had
to
killed
give.
his husband
Yes,
and son. Yeah, okay, but do you know what happened at exactly that food that he gave him?
I'm not sure. Maybe you can
No,
clarify.
exactly. So you have to know. Yes, you have to know. She put the poison on a meat, okay, and then when he's going to put it in his mouth, the meat says, "Oh prophet, I am poison. Okay, don't eat me." Okay, so if you agree with this hadith, then you should agree that the meat talked to Prophet Muhammad.
You
Okay,
see,
which is a trash. Okay, which is a
Muji,
trash. The entire no wait fella, the entire story is trash. Okay, is not true. All right, and you take that part. So do you agree? Like I said, do you agree that Prophet Muhammad split the moon? You didn't agree, but do you agree that the meat talked to Prophet Muhammad?
Muji,
Ah,
there's a
yeah.
point that you're not either
Okay.
two things are wrong. Either
Okay.
you are wrong or the Islamic sources are wrong.
I told you, Fala, I said trash Bukhari. Okay,
Yes,
these are not, these are not Islamic
okay,
sources. These are a
but I
bunch
said
of lie. Look, it is not only in Islam, it is in Christianity, in Judaism, in Buddhism, in Hinduism, in all religion. A lot of people, okay, they become priest, they become imam, they become rabbi or monk because of money, because of it is their job. Okay, so they are a bunch of businessmen. I'm not saying all of them, but most of them. I can tell you surely, minimum 90% of them are a bunch of businessmen, okay, that they sell God. And it is their business. They sell God. And for them, the quantity is important, not the quality of their product. Their product is God, okay? So these people are the same. This Bukhari became Sahih Bukhari by a bunch of dictators who were called caliphs. They made him Sahih Bukhari, okay? So these I say, and somebody want to, I showed a beginning that somebody wrote in a comment to me. I don't know, you were here. He wrote about stoning adulterers, Fala, and he said that stoning adulterers is in the Torah. Okay.
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes, I know. So he said, do you agree? Do you think that that's because I told him that don't quote from me from a book that is corrupted, okay? Because we Muslims believe that those books were corrupted, okay? And because I told him that you cannot bring me a fact from a book that has been corrupted because it is not in the Quran, and you run away to a book that you believe, not you, Falaya, but that extremist Muslim, that you believe it's corrupted. So you cannot bring a fact from a book that it is corrupted, okay? The same to you, Fala. You cannot bring me a fact from Bukhari, okay? Trash Bukhari. I don't say Sahih Bukhari. From Trash Bukhari that says Prophet Muhammad split the moon. Meat talk to Prophet Muhammad, okay? Because any rational person would say that why this meat didn't warn him before? Why should meat warn him? Why didn't Jibreel, the angel Jibreel comes and warn him, okay, 1 hour before, a day before, tell him don't eat the meat, okay? Why that meat should tell him, okay? And why he should tell him exactly, he put it in his mouth, that a little bit. And then another thing is that any rational person, any knowledgeable person understand that before 1400 years ago, poisons were either snake poison or something like that, okay? Either that poison kill you directly or make you sick. After a few days, you get fine and you can continue your life. Okay. The only poison that kills you, after a year or 2 years is chemical, poison, not a natural poison. Okay. Please search such a things. Okay. Before you quote for me a hadith. Okay. That you accept a part of it, but you don't accept the rest of that. Okay. Because
Muji,
yes,
it's not my fault that I keep quoting.
no, it is your
whatever
fault.
they-
No, Fala,
No, no.
Fala. No, it is.
Muji,
Look, I
please.
cannot say it is also
Let me
your
finish
fault.
my point.
I cannot. I
Let
just
me
tell
finish
you
my
this.
point.
Okay, yes, please. Yeah.
Let me finish my point.
You told me, yes, you told me that it is not your fault. It is my source. No.
It's,
Yeah, please.
it's not, this is not a source that I created. This is something that I researched and I found it, and it's written authentic, Sahih al-Bukhari.
Yeah, but I
Our
told you
glass,
why you didn't. Why you?
let me finish. Let me
Okay.
finish.
Okay. Yes.
Even
Please.
our glass, he was confirming that it was authentic. That's why you had to make her stop saying these things, because even her as a Muslim thought,
Okay.
even she said words like chain of narration. I don't understand. I'm not a Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
She made claims saying chain of narration, it is authentic.
Mhm.
There was a reason why she was saying that. It's
Okay.
because she believes that thing is authentic. Why is it
Who believe?
authentic?
Who believe?
Our glass in the
Okay.
previous session.
No. Okay. Hourglass. He said that he's wrong. He accepted that he was wrong. All right.
He
So Hourglass.
accepted.
No. Look.
But
Hourglass. No.
before
Wait.
knowing, she was
No.
a
No.
Muslim, and
Okay.
that knowledge was not with her.
All right. Okay.
I,
No.
I
Okay.
have no knowledge of Islam
Okay.
or what, but I
All
can
right.
find
Okay.
sources.
Look. Hourglass has been wrong many times in the past, and he accepted. Okay. But the thing is that I'm telling you, please, next time you find something against Islam, okay, especially Islam, then find the entire story. Okay. See, what happened in the Khaybar. Okay, and check and match it with your own knowledge as well. Okay, with your own knowledge that you also
You
think that
see,
you
see,
also have to think that this is
yes,
trash. That that
Muji,
yes. Okay.
Muji, there are a lot of hadiths that I
Mhm.
consider weird and
Okay.
garbage.
Okay.
You
Yes.
see, but I've never brought any single one.
Okay.
You see,
All right.
although they are there, Sahih, I've never brought anyone, any
Okay.
single
I
one.
tell you that, Fala, I tell you, these
Now,
ignorant
my
people.
question,
No, I just have to tell you this. These ignorant people, they just follow one another like a cattle, okay, like a cow, and say it is Sahih, it is Sahih. All of them are the same. Understand? So just because they write their Sahih, don't think that it is Sahih. All right? It is just they follow one another, and they are afraid. They are like mafia. I tell you. I know people who say that if for example, do you know this brother Sajid? His name is Sajid. He's also a YouTuber. He said that once he said that he was studying in Medina, and he said if you went against the interpretation, then they would, like mafia, they would isolate you. They would force you to accept their, interpretation. So this is how
that's
it
why,
works. It is how it works,
Muji,
unfortunately. Yes, please.
Muji, that is why I don't consider Islam as the religion of God, because it forces you to do the what
Oh,
can I
look.
say? The Muslim
No,
force you to
Fala. It is not Islam. Fala, it is not Islam. It is in all religion. Okay, it is not only Islam. In Christianity, it's not the religion. It is the people. Okay, a bunch of what is it? Businessmen who control the religion. It is in all religions. I told you, it is in Christianity, in Judaism, in Buddhism, in all religions. Is the same. They are, controlling people. These what is it? These scholars, or I don't know, in Christianity, Pope and so on. So even inside your religion, you also have these problems. Definitely, I know that the Catholics, Protestant, and all of them, they have also a lot of problems with each other, with each other's understanding and beliefs. So it is not only in Islam, and this is what I am doing. Okay, Fala, I'm trying to fix these problems. Okay, these misunderstandings.
Muji, what I can
Yes.
say is, when you read the Bible,
Okay.
you will find that as the source as my primary source of religion,
Mhm,
you'll find that Christ, especially when you read the New Testament,
mhm.
Christ, in fact, Christianity is not even a religion.
Okay.
In my reading, it's a
Okay.
personal relationship between you and Jesus
Okay.
Christ,
Okay.
and Jesus Christ speaks to you directly.
Okay.
You are able to know who's lying, like the
Yeah.
prophet, like the Pope. Maybe you can be able to distinguish who's not spreading the word of God. I can
Okay.
confidently tell you that the Pope maybe is lying. I can
Mhm.
confidently tell you that the priest is lying according to the text of the
Okay.
Bible itself.
Exactly.
But
Look, Fala,
but
exactly.
when
Wait, I
yes,
have to tell you this one. Exactly the same. When I'm reading Quran, that's why I
there's
understand
something
this.
problem with your
Yes.
mic. There's a
Wait.
problem with your mic. There's a
Is it
problem with your
problem?
mic.
Okay, just a second. Okay. Salam alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, and peace be with you too, brother.
Peace be with you. Thank you. Just a moment. Let me check this microphone.
Yes, brother.
Okay. How is the audio now?
Oh, yes, it's good
Now,
now.
okay.
We can hear well.
Okay, okay. Let me remove this thing because I don't know if there. I have a problem with microphones. I think this USB is the problem. Okay, USB port. Okay. Now it's the internal microphone. Okay. Sorry for.
Give me 5 minutes. I'll be back.
Mhm. Okay, just a second. All right. Yes. Salam alaikum, Hourglass. How are you, inshallah? Uh-huh. Hourglass. Yeah. How are you, Hourglass? You dropped off. Hourglass.
Yes, hello, brother. I was
Yeah.
actually, yes, I left because I wanted to share a link with you, and I forgot
Okay.
to do it before, so I left
Uh-huh.
the studio and I came back.
All right. No
But
problem.
yes, I'm good, brother. Thank you. All thanks and praises be to Allah. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
How about you, brother?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. Alhamdulillah. I just don't understand what is wrong with these microphones. I don't know where is the problem. I have to find out where is the problem. Okay. Yes, please.
Okay, I can hear well now.
Okay, because
Because-
now is the internal speaker. Yeah,
Oh, I see.
yeah. I have to find out where is the problem because let me see. I don't know if it is from this because I connected with this one. Yeah, the microphone.
Okay, I see.
So I don't know if the problem is with this one or with the microphone or USB. I don't know. I have to find out. Okay. So what is the link you want to
Yes.
share?
Yes, it's a channel called Five Pillars, and I don't
Okay.
know why, but they made a video about it's very scary about Taliban. And they were
Uh-huh.
basically, apparently, I think some of them, they traveled all the way to Afghanistan and they got to interview them. And
Okay.
they said a few things. Maybe we could perhaps play a little bit around.
Okay, yes, we will do that. Just
Yes.
first, I have to say, let me see, where is this? My mouse is dead. My mouse is dead. Just a second.
Yes.
I guess the battery is low. I wanted to say hello to Mike. Mike was all right. I don't know. I have to go and bring battery for my mouse. Can you wait a few seconds? I just bring a
Yes,
battery.
yes,
Yes,
of course.
please.
Of
Just-
course.
Yeah, Fala says, I will join after 35
Yes.
minutes. Okay, no problem.
Yes,
Yes.
about that, brother. I wanted to say that, you know, I don't know about
I
these
actually,
people, but
I have to
many
say
of
that,
them.
I have to say, wait, I have to say that I don't call Taliban brothers. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Me neither. Me neither,
Yeah.
brother.
Okay. So anyway,
Absolutely not. Of
now,
course not.
yeah,
Of course not.
yes, Michael, yes,
We,
Mike, I just want to say hello. Miss Kay, hello, welcome, Miss Kay. Perhaps you could try a wireless Bluetooth headset with microphone. I will try to check where is the problem. Yes, I will fix it, as we say, inshallah. Yes, Fala, you're welcome. I would like to ask you some question again. Yes, give me the link, brother.
yes,
It is in the private chat. Yeah.
yes, brother.
Okay.
And we could perhaps start at minute 30.
Sorry, once again.
Yes, we could start perhaps in a minute at minute 30.
30. Just a
If-
moment. Let me
Yes,
put it
sure.
around that. Okay.
Of course.
Let me see. Share, present, share. Western is that one?
Yes, yes,
Quran
that's the,
reject came. Oh yeah, it is Western. Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
yes. It's always the West, and I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
why these people they live in the West, but
Yeah,
they always
yes, exactly. They live in the West, and of course, West has problem, but it is 1,000 times better than your.
Taliban supporters.
Taliban
Because
supporters.
they
Of
weren't
course, it's
happy with
better
it.
than
They
many
weren't happy with it.
countries in the
Yes,
Middle
yes.
East with
No,
with
they-
these
they-
extremists, right?
yeah, they don't want to live there. Then yes, come here.
Taliban supporters,
Yes.
like even they. It's two things: jobs, money. Let our girls go to school.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So even the Taliban are split on this issue.
Yes.
But the leadership is fixed.
Yeah, and that's fine. And just before we kind of move away from this now, the way they also see it is that we fought two wars. The last one we fought alone,
Yeah.
and no one came to help us. No
No.
one came to aid us. And now all of a sudden, everyone wants to butt their noses in and tell
They
us,
don't care what we think.
yeah, and tell us how to run our affairs. Where were you when we needed you? Where were you? But instead, you were giving them tanks and airfields and giving them refueling their bombs and allowing their drones to come and bomb us and kill us. That's what you were doing for 20 years.
British Muslims or Western Muslims who are judging the Taliban now, where were they? They were having shisha. They were having shisha on Wilmslow Road and wherever, and chilling, accumulating wealth and possessions.
Okay, I have to say that despite I don't like USA, in the way that they involve themselves in many different countries, control them, yeah. But USA, their time was much better. If I want to choose between USA, the system they want to provide for or create for Afghan or any other countries is much better than that. I don't know, that dark age system that you have, your Taliban, your terrorists,
Yes.
Talibans have created for Afghan people. At least USA allows girls to go to school. At least USA doesn't allow stoning adulterers, killing apostate, and all these barbaric actions that you, yes.
Yes, when it comes to the United States, of course, the United States, what they don't do it in the name of God. So they're going to do a lot of they're going to make a lot of mistakes and many things that they've done. Yes, nobody agrees because the way they when they invaded many countries in the Middle East, that's wrong. But when we come to speak about the Taliban issue, yes, definitely better to have even the United States when they were there, girls had a lot of rights. They had more rights. They could go to school, and but after Taliban, it's back to the dark days.
Yes, exactly. So I want to say to Miss K as well. Yes, you are right, absolutely right. That exactly what you have written. It's always. But anyway, as I said, if the Iranian knew that after the dictatorship of Pahlavi, Khomeini would take over and becomes like that, we would never make revolution against Pahlavi, okay, that fascist king, but because that was 1,000 times better than Khomeini, better than Taliban, okay? And Khomeini, still Khomeini didn't have the power, okay, to create a country like Taliban is doing there. At least women,
Yes, of
girls, they're
course.
going to school. Not because Khomeini wasn't like Taliban. Khomeini was the same, okay, the same
Yes.
barbarian. But the thing is that Iran wasn't like Afghanistan, okay? In Afghanistan, unfortunately, there are two groups, I think, several different groups, Pashto and then Taliban and all these things, yeah? So these Taliban are a group of, ethnic people, or how do you say, a group of Afghan people who do this, yeah? But in Iran, it is not like that. In all, entire Iran, people are against the government. They don't like the government and so on. So that's why,
Yes.
yes. And Iran, of course, was much more, people are much more developed and educated than Afghanistan,
Of course.
Yeah, so that's why,
Yes.
otherwise, yes, as I said, USA has made a lot of problems, not only in the Middle East, in Latin America, a lot of,
Yes.
coup d'etat against, countries there, democracy in Latin America and so on.
Yes.
Yeah,
of
but
course.
anyway,
They-
yeah,
they're-
but anyway,
they're-
yes, it is better than Taliban. Yes,
Yes. Yes, they're after their own interests because, as you said many times, it's capitalism because the United States is a capitalist country.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
all they want is they want to make money easily.
Exactly.
But yes, but two rights don't make a wrong. And when you talk to these people, some of them they say, "But United States was invaded the country for 20 years." Yes,
Mhm.
but that doesn't mean that what you have now is like the worst for
Yeah,
in
exactly.
the Muslim world as a
Yeah.
whole. I would
Yeah.
rather, like you, live. I would rather live in Iran than living in Afghanistan for sure. Even though it's both are very hard, but
Yeah,
even
of course.
Afghanistan is even worse now with
Of course.
these extremists, these
Mhm.
extremists in power.
Yeah.
And here it's gonna be funny because he's gonna speak about migration to Afghanistan. That's gonna be funny.
And migration. Okay, I don't think that anybody, those people who are there want to run away. When they hear that Taliban is coming, they hanged on the airplane, wanted to run away.
Exactly.
For them, they fell from the airplane, and then you think that people migrate to Afghanistan? There are hundreds of thousands of them ran away to Iran, to Pakistan, to Europe, and now Europe passed a law that if you are a woman, Afghan woman, it is just enough that you prove that you're Afghan citizen and your gender is a woman, then you get asylum, because to be a woman, you are oppressed in Afghanistan. You have no rights at all.
Exactly. Yes. Sadly, yes.
That's what they were doing.
Forget about Western Muslims. They're talking about even the neighboring Muslim countries.
Mm.
Like, if you weren't involved with NATO and helping them and aiding and abetting them, or just remaining neutral and just watching us get slaughtered, why is this issue not an issue for everyone to butt their noses in? We appreciate the nasiha. We appreciate the concern. We are documenting it and logging it. We understand, but we'd appreciate if you just let us deal with this matter. Now, the most recent decree, the spokesman for the education ministry, he's basically said, this is an Islamic.
Okay, sorry. It says the channel is written. Okay, fine. But what is that? Is written Muslims Uncensored. You see there, here is written Muslims Uncensored.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay, so you mean that they don't censor? Okay, if you don't censor, let's have a debate with me. Let's see if
Yes,
you don't censor me. Yeah.
Yes. I would like this. Maybe this. I don't know if he spoke once to Sheikh. What was his name? Imran Hussein. Maybe. I don't. It would be good if he could. Yes. Perhaps
but the
call
thing is
in
that-
or do
yeah,
something like that.
yeah, but
but
do they
I'm
have-
not sure he would.
Now, do they have live streams?
Yes, I believe.
Let me
Maybe.
check. Let me
Yes.
check. I go to another one. I have to check their channel. Okay. On their channel live. I see some live. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I subscribe. All right. And then see if,
Okay.
yeah, I subscribe and see if they go live, because I want to see how they really uncensored Muslims or what. Okay. All right. I wish, because I have written in the chat, in the comments, there was a comment, and I asked them to debate me directly here, but they don't show up. All right. Unfortunately. And I want to see if I can, and even this Aladdin was here. He just wrote some comments and ran away as usually. Okay. Yeah. Shall I continue to play it, or?
Yes, please.
Position, and for the non-Muslims to look into Islam more, then you'll understand the position. I'm kind of paraphrasing.
Yeah,
here.
that's what Zabihullah said. Yeah.
As Abdullah said that, and there's Abdullah also Mujahid Saab. He said, and for those Muslims that are questioning it, then get to know your religion more.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And another spokesman actually put a challenge out, saying we challenge any scholar within Afghanistan to tell us that this decree that we've implemented is not from Islam.
But then you got scholars like Mufti Taqi Asmani who said the opposite. So
yes,
you know.
Well, but they're like, well, he's in Pakistan, we're in Afghanistan. Yeah, you can convey your concerns.
Could you live in Afghanistan?
Alone? Yes, but I need to live a privileged life. That's the truth of the matter,
definitely.
yeah. I know you'd sleep.
Why he said alone? Alone, yes. Not with his wife and children,
Yes.
because
He knows.
yeah, he knows
He
what will
knows
happen to
that.
them.
Yes.
Mhm.
Sleep on the floor and have no
Yeah.
problems, and you're quite austere like and Zahid like that.
Okay, so it means that you are not going to live there, because you said alone, yes, and I'm not alone,
Yes.
so I'm not going there. All right. What a heaven that you are not willing to go and live there.
I would
Wouldn't
need
go that far, but yeah.
I would never.
Why he's sitting in front of TV with sleepers? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, this is not nice, actually. You know, it is
Yes.
something. It is something that should be official.
Exactly.
Okay. With the sleepers, you're sitting there, and is it
Exactly.
home? Is it home?
I can't tell.
Yeah, no, I
it
can't
sounds
tell.
like a studio.
Yeah,
I
it
believe.
sounds like a studio, but sounds like, I don't know. Anyway, if it is a studio, why he doesn't have shoes?
Yes.
He has with sleepers, because those others, they have shoes. Okay.
Exactly.
No, you're
Yes,
it's the
indeed.
truth. Do you remember Qatar World Cup? You're like,
Let's go to the beach.
does anyone have a spare floor I can sleep on? As I speak for yourself, I'm staying in a hotel. You can sleep on some
I don't
floor.
think you'd make enough. Not in the country. Maybe in Kabul, but not in the country.
Yeah, in Kabul, yeah, maybe
Yeah,
I'll
that's
yeah. But look, I've always said this. There would have to be a sincere need for me to go through that hardship, not just for the jolly of it.
Yeah.
I could live in Afghanistan, but I'd have to live alone.
Yeah.
I can't take the current family, and it requires a lot of sacrifice and compromise. They'd struggle.
Yes.
They'd struggle.
I think all of our families would suffer.
And outside of Kabul, I may struggle. Yeah. So, but
Struggle in which way?
I mean, he must know deep down that, you know, what the Taliban is doing is just, let's be honest, it's terrible.
Yeah,
I think he knows this deep down, but still, so he's basically admitting it, I believe, because let's say, even if some people might believe in migration to Muslim countries, they would go to Morocco, to Egypt. They would never want to go to Afghanistan because they know that they can do anything. They can't open their mouths. It's very, yes.
All right.
Very
Miss Kay says, in Democratic Republic of Afghanistan, they have put through massive education, literacy, and yes, it was, of course, it was much better, Miss Kay. All were shut down by Taliban later. Yes, it was United States didn't want that communism, influence and spread.
Yes.
Bro, I don't
because
even live there. Who? TF? What is TF? Is you.
It means.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand now. Who
Yes.
the F is you? Okay, yeah.
Yes. But
Mhm.
yes, it's the United States also has, I believe that they haven't created they have created the
Taliban,
Taliban in a way.
not
Yes.
only Taliban, what is it? Al Qaeda. It was not. It was Hillary Clinton who said. Understand? She was saying in the Congress. She said that the very enemy that you are fighting today, we created them before. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
It's because these
Yeah, they wanted them. I mean, they brought them from different countries. Saudi Arabia gave them weapon, money to fight Soviet Union, and she said that
exactly.
after that we left them and we ignored them. We thought that everything is fine. Yes, they
Yes.
created them, of course. Yeah.
Is because these evil extremists, they have, what is it? They have so much, power. So there is
Mhm.
no way they just got it themselves. So they
Mhm.
had help from them, some of them, but
Mhm.
yes, that's completely wrong. And none of those are Islamic. None of
Mhm.
them. And
Okay.
this is not Islam.
Okay. Yes. I just have to say, somebody is here. This guy, fanatic. Yes, you are very fanatic, and I don't. As long as you run away debating. Last week, he was just joining, living like a thief, leaving one, what is it, link and running away. Okay. So I'm just ignoring you until you, joining and, letting me know about your, your position, your comments. Okay. Or those videos that you were leaving. Here is the link. I left it again, but not like a thief, just coming in and then leaving a link and running away. Okay, just call
Yes,
in. Yes,
I
call in like,
remember.
yeah, call in like a educated person that you know what you're talking about. If you know what you're talking about, then you can defend yourself and your position, not just coming and running away. All right.
Yes.
Yes. So I
Yes,
don't
thank
play.
you, brother.
Yeah, thank you. I
Yes,
don't play. I
a
don't.
little,
Yeah,
maybe
I
just a
just want to
little
say.
more, because
Yeah,
he's
yeah, I
gonna
will.
say one of them his views are, I don't like them. His views, he's gonna say something like, we have to, this is the land of the disbelievers or something like this.
Okay.
Yes.
Disbelieve in what? Disbelieve in stoning adulterers, killing apostate. So I also disbelieve in those barbaric actions.
That's the whole point of
Yes.
hijrah, I guess. If anyone's, whether you go to Turkey or Malaysia or Pakistan or Afghanistan, there is always an element of sacrifice and compromise that comes with hijrah. That's why there's so much reward in it. If you migrate for the sake of Allah, there is a hardship accompanied, whether that's your first world lifestyles, your
Exactly.
comforts, the salary, the food, the takeaways, the social life. The whole point of hijrah is that there is an element of sacrifice. But if you believe that you can practice your faith freely and comprehensively whilst living elsewhere, then that's a choice that you make. I could live there, but a privileged life maybe in the city. I'd probably struggle in the rural areas and the mountainous areas, and my women folk and my family would definitely struggle. It wouldn't just be a culture shock, it'd be a radical culture shock. Because even fellow Muslims from other conservative Muslim countries may find aspects of Afghan life under the Islamic Emara a bit different, but other things won't come as a different. Other things may be celebrated. For example, you never did you see a single woman being advertised anywhere?
Sorry.
It's funny because when he said advertised, there was
Yeah,
an advert. An
Yeah,
ad on
advertise.
YouTube.
Exactly.
But yes,
Okay.
then he's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, but he was
complain.
saying that.
Yes.
Yeah, he was saying that it would be difficult for his family.
Yes, the
Yes.
women folks, and
Yeah, exactly.
well, they're
Brother said to me, they said to me, and by the brothers I mean the brothers that I was with, the entourage, and the brothers that were hosting me, that were not part of the government or anything like that. They were like, we can guarantee you that there's not a single bottle of alcohol sold in this country. No one is licensed to sell khamar in this country. There's not a single.
and he was saying before, we didn't hear, I think it cut, but he was saying there's no music.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. But the thing is
Yes.
that, yes, the thing is that, yeah. Okay, I do not agree with the, selling alcohol, but just because of that, the rest is terrible. Just because
Yes.
one thing is good, which I agree, okay, that, but even that one shouldn't be, by force. There should be some control on that, yeah, control. Because, for example, Christian would like in, like in Dubai, is like this.
Yes.
Yeah, if you are not non-Muslim, you can go with the license, you can go and buy it, all right, and then drink it at home, all right. Or in
I see.
five-star hotels, okay, in five-star hotels, some hotels, they serve inside the hotel, okay. In that way, okay, some people want to drink, it is their problem. You can just inform them, okay, that it is not good for your health,
Yes,
all right.
exactly.
Yes, but
Preach.
yes, exactly. But by forcing it, if they drink or so on, then you will punish them. That's not the way. Like in Iran now, people, buy, but how do you homemade alcohol, and then many times they get poisoned and they die. Okay.
I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you hear music anywhere?
No.
Do you know what the brothers said to me? They said to me, and by the brothers, I mean the brothers that I was with, the entourage, and the brothers that were hosting me, that were not part of the government or anything like that. They were like, we can guarantee you that there's not a single bottle of alcohol sold in this country. No one is licensed to sell khamar in this country. There's not a single pig here for the taste and the likes of tourists. There's no clubs and discos. There's no betting houses.
There's no LGBT pride.
There's none of this stuff. Because in the Muslim countries, in our brother nations, and they should always refer to the Muslim countries as brother nations.
Look,
there's
ultimately, I've always said, we are living in we're living in Dar al-Kufr here. That is an accurate description. We are living.
Do you see Britain as home though?
I do not see Britain as home. No.
Well, not at all.
I do not feel at home.
It's very strange to have these views, especially since his beard looks very trimmed and good, and the others who hold such views, this is shocking because his reasons for going to Afghanistan would be no music, no advertisement, no alcohol, and no pork. That's it. So those are very.
Yeah, those are the most important. Poverty, I mean, other things is not a problem. Women rights, human rights, they are no problem at all there.
Exactly. It doesn't matter to them, but as long as we don't hear music in the supermarket, it's a good thing.
I mean, it's terrible. People would like to listen to music. Okay.
Yes, exactly. And there was a musician in 2021. I believe that he according to the news, they got him, those Taliban people, because they don't allow music. So yes, that's pretty horrible because they don't want anything at all.
I mean, it is terrible way they just control. They are a bunch of fascists.
Yes, and I don't like this title that he gave, Islamic Emirate. No, it's not Islamic. They have to remove it. I don't know why they promoting these people.
Because they believe it themselves in such a dictatorship. They believe.
Yes, but that's.
I mean, the thing is that they don't want to live there, and then somehow this is hypocrisy. They don't want to live there, but you like it. How can it be possible?
Exactly. We should, as a Muslim community, denounce these people from the Taliban. These people, the Taliban. We have to come together and denounce them because they're not doing good, and they're destroying the image of a beautiful religion, which isn't what it is.
Exactly.
What they believe is their interpretation.
Yeah, the thing is that they were running away. People were running away from these Taliban. Even Muslims were running away from these Taliban, and then you want to promote such a barbaric, view.
I don't feel at home
Yes.
anywhere else either. You know, even Sri Lanka, which is my birthplace, when I go back there, I feel like a foreigner. You know, in the Muslim world, I can love it, but at the same time, it's obvious people treat me like a foreigner.
yeah, like foreign,
Yeah, so I don't feel at home anywhere. But Britain is not my home
Okay, Robert,
at all.
Robert, is Britain home, bro?
It is. I can't sever who
Yeah.
I am. You
Yeah.
know, I embraced Islam after being
Yeah.
born here, and I have no other place to call home anyway. So it's a different experience for me. Absolutely.
You may be surprised by my.
Excuse me, he was British himself, yeah,
Yes.
and he doesn't feel home.
I think he feels home. Yes. I think he said yes, that he likes, he
He
could
said
live
yes
in-
because I was
yes.
talking to my little.
Yes.
Let me
He
see.
said,
It
yes,
is. I
that-
can't sever who
Yeah.
I am. You
Yeah.
know, I embraced Islam after being
Yeah.
born here, and I have no other place to call home anyway. So it's a different experience for me. Absolutely.
You may be surprised
Okay, yeah, good, yeah.
by my answer,
Mm.
but there are aspects of it which is undeniably about myself. That's undeniably British, and then there is an aspect of it which is home. Because how would you define home? It's where you live.
Are you
reside, and
happy
where
when you
love
come
life.
back? When you get on that plane, coming back from holiday or work assignment, and you're going back into Heathrow or whatever?
I have to say something, Hourglass, that
yes.
as I have been living in Sweden now, kind of 37 years, yeah, and I don't feel home in this way actually. That I always wanted to live in somewhere warmer, you know, because this climate, even many Swedish, yeah, born Swedish, they don't like to live here. The system is great, everything is beautiful, everything is great. The only thing is that the weather is not so good, okay? Otherwise, everything else is great, all right?
Yes. I see.
Yes,
Yes. That makes
everything
sense.
else is great, but the weather is, unfortunately, now it start, you know, darkness start, cold start, you know,
Yes.
and it is very long, and people get
Exactly.
depressed, you know. In that way, yes, I don't, you know, many people don't like, even Swedish, don't like to stay. When you go abroad and you are coming back, you say, "Oh my God, I came back again," you know. Especially if
Yes.
you, yes, especially if you've traveled wintertime and you come back, you say, "Oh my God, again I came to this North Pole." Okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. The cold countries in I forgot what they're called. I think yes,
Mhm.
like exactly. They're
I
colder
call it.
countries, but
I call it, yes. Hourglass. I call it cold hell. It is cold hell. But
I
everything
see.
else, yeah, everything else is the best on the planet. Everything else, the system, you know, everything else is the best on the planet. The only thing is the weather, that it is not so. Of course, there are many other countries that also the weather is bad. Yeah. For
Yes.
example, I was living in Dubai as well. Yeah.
Yes.
7 years. After 3-4 years, I started to get this summer depression because there is also not so good. Wow, my God, 6 months, very hot. Okay,
Mm.
so but otherwise, Dubai was also in a way very good. Yeah, very nice. People had their own freedom of social freedom. Of course, there wasn't much about politics there. I didn't see anything, but anyway, the social
Yes.
life was
Exactly.
the social life was you know, fine, and was quite you know, quite safe. All right, but the weather
Yes.
also there is opposite, is very extremely hot
Oh, I
in
see.
summer. Yeah, and
Yes.
it's not possible to live there either. Okay,
Exactly. Yes.
so it is not, so it is not just about Sweden. It is
Yes.
about like country like Dubai also is quite
Yes.
terrible to live.
Exactly. I think they're called the Scandinavian countries,
Yes, yes.
Sweden,
Yeah,
Norway,
Norway
and
and
yes, they're
Finland.
pretty cold.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Finland. Yes.
Exactly. But yes, then there's the other opposite, which is, you know, the Middle East can be very hot too. So that's
Yeah.
why in the Quran Allah says about paradise that there will be no, you know,
Mhm.
very cold, very harsh cold, and there
Mhm.
will be no
Mhm.
very, what is it, very strong heat. It will
Mhm.
be perfect. But yes,
Yeah.
in this world we have sometimes, yes, some
Yeah.
strong weather from
Yeah,
either side,
yeah,
be
exactly.
it cold or hot. Yes.
Anybody has in the, let me see, Miss K, he asked a good question. I would say home is where people are descend. The system treats you fairly and you have opportunities to grow. Yes, that's a great.
Yes. Yes.
Personally, I wouldn't care if it is Sweden, Iran, USA, Soviet, Russia, as long as these three. Yes, of course.
Yes, me too. Me
Yes,
too.
yeah, exactly. I wouldn't care either. Yeah.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter, but of course, it is something else that when you grow up a place, yeah, kind of entire life, then you miss that place. Hourglass left somehow. He will come back definitely. Yeah. Anyway, so you miss that country, that place. That's a feeling that you cannot change. Hourglass came back.
Yes,
Yeah.
I pushed the wrong button by mistake.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, this,
Yes. Shall we continue to play it or?
yes, maybe just a little more, because there's this person, he said something that shocked me about schools. I don't know if it's in the next segment, but yes,
Okay.
please, maybe
Yeah.
a little bit more.
How do you feel?
I'm excited and I miss my family. I've missed,
Okay, the family. All right.
yeah, I
fine.
miss my family, my friends.
But not you don't miss like the
Fish and
green
chips or whatever.
pastures of England or whatever.
But you live in a part of London. I live in an area where there's majority Muslims.
Yes,
so
yes.
I'm coming back to a Muslim
You
majority
do have
area.
a good community there.
Yes, I'm coming back to a community.
So you miss your community.
No,
But that's not Britain, is it? That's your Muslim community
That's a
in
part of
Queen's
Britain.
Park.
No, but it's a part of Britain, and I miss the Lithuanians as much as I miss the Pakistanis. No, but
I don't know. But
I enjoy like an English holiday. Do you?
What do you
Well,
enjoy?
I
just
English
went-
holiday?
Staycation. I love staycation.
Oh, you do?
I
Okay.
just went to Durdle Door, and
Yeah.
you know, and that was beautiful. Obviously, there are parts of Britain when the sun
I just want to say salam alaikum to Brother Sayed. He hasn't been calling in for a while.
Yes. Oh, yes.
shines.
Maybe we
There's-
could skip a little. Maybe we could
Okay.
skip this part because they just.
Okay,
Yes.
let me see. Let me see.
Practicing the
Thank you.
basics of my faith is becoming.
Massive reaction.
Oh, he definitely saw it.
Oh yeah, they're not even Muslim. They're
Yeah.
not Muslim. I was like, what? And telling me about the affairs of the Afghan people, adopted Western notions of freedom and
Yes.
women's
Is it here?
Yes, that's a good
Okay,
part.
let me see. Okay.
the occupation.
you.
They benefited from the
Traders.
occupation.
Yeah.
They worked under the occupation. They enjoyed the kind of religious laxity of the occupation. They have fully adopted Western notions of freedom and women's rights and these kind of things. They liked having discos and clubs. They liked having these kind of places where men and women mix frequently.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
liked having.
Oh, yes. I
They like-
have
so
a
this-
question, brother.
Yeah.
A lot of these people they speak about. So I wanted to ask you about this question last week, but I didn't get
Yeah.
the chance. So since he mentioned it, I remember now.
Yeah.
So what is the ruling on free mixing? Because I heard from some scholars that free mixing between men and women is forbidden, and
Okay.
that there should be complete segregation, right? That's what they
Okay.
say. So
right.
what is it, brother?
Okay. The thing is that, brother, these first of all, this thing didn't exist during the Prophet himself because they were living in kind of, you can call it village, you know, like very, very small neighborhoods or society.
Yes, small communities.
Yes, yes. So such a thing didn't exist, mixing. Okay, there were not schools that girls and boys go to school and so on. So this is something new, understand? And
Exactly.
yes, and I think that these people don't understand because they are themselves. You know, I don't like, of course, this Western idea that women are sex. You know, how do you say it? Objects. Okay, and they try to all the time promote them, make them naked, and so on. So in a society that everybody have a right culture, and then girls are not, they are equal, to men, and they are not promoted as sex, how do you say it, object, then people can easily be mixed. Like, I go to the metro, we are mixed men, women in the metro, okay? So there is no any problem. Or I don't know, on the street, these people are like, understand, they are crazy because they segregate people from on the bus. For example, I know that in Iran, okay, like for example, in Dubai, there was there was a car in the train. There was a car for women, and other cars, they were mixed. If you didn't want to be mixed with others, then you would go to that train for women. Okay, that opportunity can be for somebody feeling maybe want to be just among women. All right, but to say that, okay, I know that in Iran they were, I don't know if it's still the same, they were trying, half of the bus was men, half of the bus women, and then family, they were going, women should be on another side, they should call each other, get out here, and so on, and segregation in schools as well was, I mean, I think that you better increase the knowledge of the people. I can show you that in the West, women, they go, without hijab or whatever you can call it, which they call it, they go on the street or the train or whatever. People don't even look. But I have seen in Afghanistan, for example, women go with hijab and men are looking, like this. So it is not about you separate them. In reality, people will be more, how do you say, more willing to, go after it. You have forbidden something that they want to see. What is it, in that way.
I see. Yes, and for example, in the streets of, I assume they're living in England. So in the streets of London, you have all kinds of people sharing the same street. But yes, I believe I remember from watching this video from the Sheikh Asim, I don't agree with him. And he was telling people he doesn't believe, yes, and he doesn't believe in free mixing. I believe he said that, yes, he was pushing this idea that of segregation, I believe, that it should be like in the Muslim countries, maybe in Saudi Arabia, there's it's better for, this mindset, I believe, of these people, because I think perhaps it's more of a society custom. For example, people who had been free mixing from early on, they get used to it and it doesn't bother them. But somebody who has been, how could I say, shielded from the opposite gender his whole life, and then you put him next to, he ends up, free mixing, it's going to be strange to that individual. So maybe it's just about society, how societies evolve. Even in the Western countries, back in the days, they had separate schools for boys and girls. So I think maybe it's a society custom, I believe, maybe.
I mean, I would say that it is not a good idea, because I'm working in schools here, and I see that there is no, people, children, they take it very normal. Even they are mixed, even they are mixed. Boys play with boys, girls play with girls, even though they are mixed. I have seen almost always, boys play with boys, girls play with girls, and they don't have any, problem that, touching each other or something like that, that these people are very afraid. It's just mostly because they themselves are very eager to maybe touch other women, you know, or harass other women. So they are afraid that if they are mixed, then somebody will harass or touch their women. So that's why they want to do that. They want to, because they see everyone else from their own point of view. They think that everyone else is like them, which is
I see.
which is not. Of
Yes,
course,
it's not the case.
I tell you what one thing was, my father came from Iran many years ago. He was here, and after we were sitting in a park, and he, despite he was quite conservative, he saw and he said, "Oh, so good is here. Everybody are going around, and nobody look at each other. Even nobody cared. You know, it was very good experience for him. Understand?" And I tell you, our class, even for me myself, when I was in Iran, I was totally different. And when I came to the West and I started to live here, my whole view changed. And I don't know why these people haven't changed after all these years. It is very strange.
Yes,
you know?
because many people they've lived in these countries their whole lives, and then they start becoming very, I don't know, their views are very different.
Yeah. I don't understand why they didn't change. I have changed a lot, you know.
Yes, exactly.
Because I've seen that it is you know, not a big deal, no problem. Just educate people, you know, so that they can take care of themselves. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
There's a spectrum of that stuff.
That's why they're annoyed, because they can't go to Kabul and do a disco.
Some of them,
they want silly feminism in Afghanistan.
You go to their Twitter account,
quite frankly.
You go to their Twitter account, and if you were to say, because I followed some of it, and I thought, okay, fine.
I have to say something also that I don't like in the West as well, is about these, you know, they go too far also about these LGBTQ and so on. They teach small children, they change their gender. These are also terrible, you know.
Yes, of course.
So this should be also
another extreme.
Yes, it is another extreme side as well. Yeah.
Obviously, this person appears to be a religiously devout person, right? And someone who differs with the Imara on religious issues. No, they're like some of them are drinkers and clubbers,
just idiots.
Fully adopting un-Islamic things, saying something. Okay, so that seems like the creme de la creme bunch of the critics.
Yeah.
But there was, like, I'd say about 15 to 20% that came from a neutral point.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't see any. I just thought they were all a bunch of
the loudest ones were all kind of like collaborators and people that instigated and benefit from the occupation and weren't really Islamic themselves. But I saw a small portion of people just like, look, man, we appreciate what the Taliban did for 20 years. We understand that they fought the occupation. We also wanted a more Islamic and conservative Afghanistan, but this stuff is too much, right? Your Pashtun ways is too much. You can't impose that on us under the facade of it being Islam. I did see that, right?
All right.
Went into their profiles and they seemed like religious conservative people.
Yeah.
Now people are like, oh, does that mean irreligious people cannot have a view about the Taliban? You absolutely can. But we're just talking about
we just don't care what you think.
Yeah, the depth of the argument, the depth of the contention, you need to present it. Why do you believe that those things that were prevalent under the occupation is socially and spiritually better for the people of Afghanistan compared to it now? Can you have that sound conversation with these people? No, because they get irate. Some of them maybe have had members jailed or killed by the Islamic Emirates. I don't know. But the point is, if you're going to have an argument and a discussion, first don't make takfir.
I don't know why.
What?
I was saying, don't call it Islamic because you keep saying Islamic Emirate.
Islamic. Yes, Taliban.
Yes, it's Taliban Emirate.
Yes.
On us, which is what a lot of them did. Secondly, ground your contention on a proper basis, right?
Yeah.
And it's rarely, if ever, from an Islamic basis.
Yeah,
they're bitter. They lost their home in their country, and
they can't go. They see you going there enjoying yourself and having a whale of a time, and they can't do the same thing.
A lot of these people that emigrated, or they left the country after 2021, they were opportunists. they didn't have to emigrate. They
They
weren't
chose
under
to.
any threat
Many
because,
chose to.
because obviously we know that a lot of Asians and Africans, they're desperate to get to the West because they live in a poor economic countries.
Anything for better money, better life.
Better money, better life. Yeah, they took advantage.
Look, any kind of far right enthusiasts and GB News and Talk TV guys that are tuning into this will tell you this, right? You know, these people that are coming on boats legally and illegally, they're not coming here because of democracy and freedom and values. They're coming for socioeconomic reasons. They're coming to make an earner, get money, earn money, legal, illegal, support their families back home, and maybe establish themselves here. They're not coming here for these perceived notions of freedoms and stuff like this. This is the truth. They're coming here for purely, if not entirely, for economic reasons.
Okay, if you're talking about Afghans,
then why don't they go to other Muslim countries? What is he talking about?
Because there is no any Muslim country. The thing is that those other countries also a bunch of dictators. They don't allow them. Another thing is that if why your so-called Islamic ideal like a Taliban, why they don't create a society there that these people don't have to come here to work, for these social economy and such a things, problems that they have. Why they don't create a nice life, even like, let's say Dubai, a nice system that these people make money and they earn good so that they don't need to leave their country. So it is one aspect is, I know that it is economy, but another one is also freedom. And you see now they said in Europe that if you are just a woman, an Afghan citizen, then you get, asylum here, permission in Europe, because you run away from oppression. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, here in Eastern Bloc, at least in my nation. By the way, Miss K, you said Eastern Bloc. Which country you are from? I haven't asked you ever. Gender change was allowed only for adults. State health care uncovered it. But things like pride parades, yes, pride parades, gay parties at school, or drug event. What is drug event?
Oh, that's those people who dress. It's like these. It's taking it too far. LGBT.
Oh, okay, such a thing. All right.
Yes, those people who dress differently and.
Yeah. Yes, I don't like these things, of course, myself. No, I don't like it. I mean, it should be promoted, and especially in Sweden, I heard that even in school they teach children. Yeah, some teachers tell them that go try it. It is fine. Can you imagine?
Yes, that's
that's
just children, and yes, they
children,
shouldn't be.
They say, go try it. It is fine. Understand? I mean, I'm finding out when is that lecture in school so that my child doesn't go there. To that such a lecture. Really?
Yes, that's a good call, a good choice, because there'd be too much.
Exactly.
Yes, I think we don't need to play it further, because we've touched down upon everything. But yes, the thing is, these people, they keep saying, I mean, it's a good thing in a way that they got to travel there, but I don't think that they're presenting all the sides, because there are many Afghan people in the comments. They keep on saying, we hate the Taliban and we hate these people, and they shouldn't be promoted. And I'm inclined to this as well, that we should not promote these people because they're doing damage to the religion by, even the extremists themselves, they think this is too much. Even some scholars have said, no, this ban to education, this is going too far.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, this is crazy. By the way, you once you said you want to ask me about hijab in Islam, yeah?
Oh yes, because I've seen a video from Islamic Calling,
Okay.
And that's the video. Well, they made a video about you, and they
Uh,
called it the heresy of Muji, but I don't agree with that.
okay.
It was the brother from Bangladesh. I don't know if you remember him.
No.
He was with brother MENJ, the
Ah,
Muslim apologist.
yeah.
His
Once,
brother.
okay.
Yes,
Once I saw both of them were together.
yes,
Okay.
exactly. And he made a video responding to Shabir Ali, and
Mhm.
he was telling him that basically Dr. Shabir Ali has a more, let's say, a different approach to the text, which is, very beautiful, because
Mm.
he focuses mainly on the Quran and not too much on scholars and what they say. And he said that basically, I don't think that he believes that this the headscarf itself, the headscarf, not the covering,
Mhm.
not the modesty, but the headscarf is maybe not, what is it, obligatory. And all these people, whenever they hear that, they say no, they cannot say this, of course it's obligatory. Even
Mhm.
hijab, right? This, I mean, Muhammad hijab, he made a video responding to the woman that was talking about it, and
I know. I saw.
he
Yeah.
blurred her out
Yeah.
with Ali, and they were laughing, and they
I
were
know. I know.
saying she knows
And,
nothing. They were
she
saying
knows
these
nothing,
things.
but exactly everything she was saying was brilliant. Yeah, beautiful. She was quoting from the Quran. Okay, and she was saying very, very good facts. That, of course, hijab, as I remember, she was saying that has been in the Quran 3 times. Yeah, and she was putting them in the the context. Okay, that they were just. And when I read the Quran myself, it is what is it? Mufti Abu Light also was touching that subject as well. That Quran only says cover your breast with your khamar, okay, so that you are not molested. Okay, it says to women that cover your breast so that you are not molested. So this is about your security, and khimar is something that men and women in those places they always carry. It's not just women but men as well. So do you take it as even men should cover their hair? No, they had this khimar. So it's like Mufti Abdullah also was saying that it is like we are going to somewhere, okay, like Harlem. Let's say we are going to Harlem and you have a Rolex watch or a gold watch, and I tell you that cover your watch with your sleeve, okay, and so it doesn't mean that you have to have always your with you when you go even somewhere safe. You have to have always long sleeves shirt with you, or no, it doesn't mean. It means that now it's a place that you have to somehow cover your golden watch with something that you have on you, okay. So that's the meaning of covering your chest. It's not, Quran doesn't say a single word that cover your hair, okay. It's just about your breast, and that's about you are not going to be molested, you are not going to be harassed, okay. Hourglass.
Exactly. Yes, it makes perfect sense, because these people, when there are many verses in the Quran that are very specific in terms of context,
Mhm.
but these people, because there are many interpretations from the scholars, as I'm sure you're aware, that even they have to cover completely with burqa, full face veils, and they
Mhm.
can only uncover one eye. So
Okay, yes,
there
I
was
know.
there was one of them. He said that she covers one eye, and then when she gets tired, she uncovers it and she covers the other one, just to see a little bit. That's all.
Yeah,
But
to see. Okay. I mean, this is. Uh, uh, I mean, they were living in caves, so they didn't know that one day there will be such a society. You have to go out and work, men, women, and that's not possible at all. Okay, you have to pass the borders with passport. You have to show your face, even when you are passing. When you go to the bank, you have to show yourself to identify yourself. All these things they didn't know at all that there will come such a time.
Yes. Yes, and I was about this. I saw, I've seen in the news that in New York there was an issue because a woman had to uncover herself for a mugshot as she
Mhm.
was going to prison, I believe. So to take her picture, she had to take off the headscarf, and they were basically very angry. They were saying, "We have the right to wear these headscarves," but the law that they have, it's not meant for Muslims. It's
Mhm.
it's specific, it's circumstantial.
Mhm.
But yes, it seems to be, yes,
Headscarf, yeah, I think that headscarf, if they want to have it, nobody should force them to remove it.
course.
Okay, yeah, but I mean this face cover. Okay, this is wrong because you have to be identified. You can do something wrong and nobody can see you, identify you. Because in Quran as well we have 4 witnesses. Yeah, you have to bring
Yes.
4 witnesses. If I see somebody totally covered in face and I see that person has done something wrong, how can I identify that person? How can I be witness?
Yes, right.
I mean, this is absolutely wrong to cover face and don't show your face. People should recognize at least your face should be out.
Yes, because they say that the face is where the beauty lies. All the beauty is in the face.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
they
So what?
say,
So what? I mean, as I said, it's because they themselves look so much at somebody's beauty, and perhaps they think a lot of things in their head. They think everybody else also thinking the same. Okay, we see every day beautiful women, girls on the street, and we just pass by. Everything is
Exactly.
okay. Nothing happens. Okay, so even you see a beautiful sight, you look at that beautiful sight. Okay, what will happen? Should we cover that one as well? What will happen if you see something beautiful? A beautiful car. A beautiful
Yes.
car is going. You look at that beautiful car. Okay, so what happens?
Yes.
Should they cover the car?
Yes, exactly.
Nothing happens. It's just you just see something beautiful and you go. You see beautiful flowers. So what? Do you have to cover the flowers? As long as nobody is hurt, nobody's harassed. Okay,
Yes.
so it is fine. You just look and go. That's all.
Yes, right. And these people, they're quoting a verse, and they say that we have to lower the gaze and we are not
Okay.
supposed to look at any women. So when a woman comes, we're obligated to look the other way or look down. Is this true? Because they say we have to lower the gaze. We shouldn't
Okay.
look at any woman.
Okay.
Is it
Look,
true?
No, look. I have to tell you that according to my understanding, sin is when you oppress somebody, you violate somebody's right. Okay, if somebody gets hurt, if you lie, for example, and somebody gets hurt, that's a sin. But if you lie and somebody is saved, that's not a sin. Even that, it's the same thing. But if you lie and save somebody's life, that's not a sin. So sin is something that if you do that, you hurt somebody or you hurt yourself. Drinking alcohol is sin because you hurt yourself. Okay. So if you look at a woman and pass, okay, if you look at the woman and then go after her and harass her, that's sin. But if you just look and go, that's not a sin. You didn't harm somebody. Okay. You didn't get harmed yourself. Okay. I mean, this is crazy that you have to close your eyes and go like this on the street. Okay.
Yes, because you're how can you see? Because
Yeah. I mean, even I told you that. Yes, sin is when you harm somebody. Oppression is sin. So it is all about harming people, harming yourself. These are what is sin. Okay. So that's why
Yes.
you have to be careful. Okay, if you see somebody, if you see a woman, a beautiful girl or woman on the street, if you go and harass her, disturb her, all these are sins. But if you just see and go, that's nothing. Okay, it's not a sin.
Mm.
Why God created her beautiful?
Mm.
Okay, so if he didn't want that you see, so he shouldn't create her beautiful. Or another thing is that hourglass.
Mm.
How
Yes.
about if there are beautiful men as well, or handsome,
Exactly.
yeah, handsome men.
Exactly.
So women should also
Exactly.
close their eyes and go. Or those men also should cover their face, everything. There are men who are really, really handsome. So there are lots of women, of course, they look at these men. So should you even cover them?
Yes, because it's true. All these men, some men, yes, are even more beautiful than
Yes,
some women, and
yes,
yet, yes, we must do. I believe you must, have
Mm.
God consciousness.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you have God consciousness wherever you are, you don't want to oppress somebody because you see them as your sisters.
yeah.
So you
I mean,
don't want to
yeah,
exactly.
exactly,
You give them the same level of respect. You don't
exactly.
go. Yes, you don't go after them. You don't harass them.
No,
You
no.
don't go after them. You just respect them for who they are,
Can I
what
tell
they
you,
can do.
hourglass? Yeah, something that both side, even in Western culture, system, and these Islamist, extremists, both of them see women as, object, sex object. Both of them. Okay, one want to reveal them, one want to cover them. They don't see them as human being. And I know in the Western countries as well, Western system, this capitalist system, they make them like, they want to sell their cars, they have to put several naked women to sell their cars even. Okay. So that's wrong, and from other side also is wrong. Both side is wrong. They should be respected as human being like men. And yes, of course, as I said,
Yes,
both side they see them as,
equal,
yes.
like equality.
Yes, exactly. You have to see them, not make them in that way. Okay.
Mm.
That
Yes.
respect, yes, as we said, respect them and don't make them as a sex object. Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, of course.
I would
And
like,
they
yeah,
will be.
yeah.
Yes.
I was thinking that because we don't have anybody else to have question or join, and this fella didn't join because he said in 25,
Yes.
35 minutes he joined, but he didn't. So you can have your last question in that case, and then we can wrap it up. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I have, because I know that. Yes, I wanted to ask about the stoning
Yes.
because many people they say that it's been, abrogated, and there was an oration, but the verse itself, it's not here, because otherwise there would be an indication, because God says, as for the fornicators, give them each 100 lashes, right? And it
But we have,
doesn't
yes,
say,
we had,
there's no
no,
stoning mentioned that
no,
I've seen.
look, hourglass. We have covered it that Quran mentioned stoning, but from pagan side and as a barbaric act, as a crime. Okay, that Quran mentioned it several times, but it's always referring to the pagans, that they will stone you, they will stone you. Okay, this Quran doesn't mention them several times just for to feel the Quran. Is mentioning them several times because it's very important that it was their practice. Okay, and these ignorant guys like that, that Sheikh Muhammad that I was talking, he was saying that, when Allah, they bring a verse of Quran which is in reality is about the previous books, that Allah says if we abrogate a verse, an ayah, okay, a command, in reality it is, yeah, how do you say it? A revelation, okay, in reality it says a revelation. which is talking, the previous verse is talking about the, you know, people of the book. So it's very likely, it is very understandable that Allah is talking about the previous books, that he has
Yes.
abrogated them, you know, their commands, and he has brought equal to them or better than them in the Quran. It makes sense in this way. But this guy said that, you know, this verse was abrogated in recitation. God says in that verse that he has abrogated then the question is that, so where is the equal to that or better than that? And then he was saying that, yeah, we find it in hadith. Excuse me, he say, I bring a verse. He didn't say I bring a hadith. Allah says, I bring a verse equal or better than that. If it is in the Quran, he removed one verse and he want to bring an equal one like it in the Quran, then it doesn't make sense that why he has to remove one and then bring equal. So it is about previous books, okay, that he bring the same one in the Quran so that it is now in one book, okay. This one is understandable, that, but like for example 545, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, okay, despite this is better than the previous one, because in the previous one is just an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, but in this one, in chapter 545, Allah says, but if you forgive, it's better for you, okay. So Allah make it better in this way, all right. So it is in the Quran, understand? And yes, that they say this verse has been abrogated is a trash, because another thing is that, and we said about that 4:25, that it says, Allah says that okay, give half punishment of your right hand possessed wives if they commit adultery. So they cannot answer that, okay. And I have been trying to ask them last time in that channel, this Dawah for Dunya or whatever, they also removed me.
Oh, yes.
Yes, they removed me. Because, and then they were saying that, oh, it is in general. Okay, so it is even if it is in general. First of all, 4:24, one verse before, Allah is talking about married women, and it's using muhsanat, married women, muhsanat. How come exactly next verse when he's referring to muhsanat is about general, all women? Even if it is all women in general, it is like this, that I say, in case of you know, American commit adultery, give them 100 lashes. Then you come, Hourglass come say, no, Muji meant only Afro-American. No, I said American. Hourglass, I didn't say
Yes.
Afro-American. I
Yes.
said American in general. If they commit adultery, give them 100 lash. Why you come and say that, no, Muji meant Afro-American? No, I didn't. I said American. When you say Americans, it means all of them. Even if you say muhsanat is in general female, okay, female, then married women are also included in that, okay. You
Yes.
cannot just distinguish them and say, no, you know, Allah said unmarried women. No, he didn't say unmarried women. He said women. In reality, it is married women, because muhsanat is always referred to married women, especially even the verse before. Yes, Hourglass.
Yes, and I mean, yes, those are very good points. And not only that, yes, because that's talking about taking a life. So how
Yeah.
can, you know, it has to be very clear,
Okay.
because this is a life we're talking about.
Yeah, it is
Somebody
nothing.
who has committed adultery,
Yeah.
according to them, they say execution. According to the scholars, they say if they commit adultery, execution by stoning.
Mhm.
But how do I? What if you're doing it wrong? Let's assume that
That
okay,
you
you have your evidence, but let's say you're making a mistake.
You know what,
And
Hourglass?
like you
Hourglass.
said, yes.
Hourglass, yes. Just few, I think 1 or 2 weeks ago, a Muslim man, I think, was executed in USA. Have you heard of that?
Oh yes.
Yeah, yeah. And
His name was Marcus, maybe.
yeah, something like that.
Williams. Yes.
Yeah. And they were saying that he was innocent. He was saying all the time that he's innocent.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Even, I think even the family were saying that, no, don't execute him. Something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yes.
how about if he really was innocent? You're killing, and then many times has happened that they have been. Okay, Fala is here. Hello, Fala.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hi. We finished this subject, and
Yes,
then we
and
will
then I
talk.
will and then I
Yeah.
will
Okay,
leave you
okay, no problem.
guys.
Okay, yes, Hourglass, yes, exactly. I was saying that. Imagine that this guy really was, yes, innocent, and we have seen that they have executed in the past many times innocent people, and two of them were actually after 47 years or something. Two people, they were also Black Americans, that they were, innocent, and after 47 years they released them. Okay, so that's why I say no punishment should be
Exactly.
in Islam. No punishment should be irreversible. Okay, it should be reversible if like as I have said many times, rehabilitation. Keep them somewhere and educate them, so that one day when you realize that this person either has changed, has repented, then you release them, or even you see that, oh, if he was innocent, you can compensate that person, release that person. Okay, let me see.
I
He
see.
said, no, he likely was innocent. Yes, he likely was innocent. Let me see. The heresy emoji sounds like some Warhammer 40K book. I didn't understand this one. Even the
It was the yes, it because the title that he gave to his video, it could be
okay.
like a book.
Oh,
It
yeah.
sounds like
Okay.
yes, a whole how could I say, mean paper. But yes, I don't agree with these titles. They just wanna get views, I think. So
Yeah.
they come up with such titles to
Yeah.
attract followers.
Exactly. Yes. It's even the prosecutor said so. Yes. Even I heard that also. That he also said that the guy was innocent. Yes. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, these people don't know that. Okay.
Yes.
Hourglass. If you
Okay,
want to.
thank you,
Yeah.
brother.
Thank you, brother.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank you.
I will
Take care.
let you talk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Peace
Salam
be with
alaikum.
you.
Peace be
Yes,
with you.
salam
Take care.
alaikum.
Yeah.
You
Take
too,
care.
brother.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye. Fala.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Fala. Yes. I I was going to ask you also about stoning, because these extremist Muslims usually say that, oh, it is in the Torah. Yeah, they refer because they cannot prove it from the Quran. Okay, then they go to the Torah, and I wrote to one of them that, as I told you, that he believed that those books are corrupted, and you cannot bring a fact to prove me from a book that you yourself believe that it is corrupted. Okay, so yeah, that's why I say these kind of commands were never commands of the most merciful and forgiving God. Okay, Fala, understand? Because a loving God wouldn't allow us to commit such a crime, stone a human being to death. Okay, and that's the same people who enter these barbaric acts in those books. They try to enter it in the Quran, but they couldn't. So they came up with these fabricated hadiths that they said, oh, 2 verses of Quran was eaten by a goat. One of them was stoning adulterers, And this is what I'm trying to prove them wrong. And, this Jail channel and God Logic, they don't want to debate me because they know that I debunked them. Okay, and they were saying that Quran has been corrupted, about some words, all right, which is absolutely not corruption. Okay, because Quran is a book of commands. It's not a book of a story that you say something, she went, or the other one says she stayed, it make a corruption. The corruption is that if the book says 100 lashes for adulterers, and then another recitation say 101 lashes or 99 lashes, that's a corruption. Okay, that's a problem, because it is a command, it is a judgment, and it is unjust for because you will be mixed. What shall I do? One recitation say 99, another one say 101, another one say 105. That will be, a corruption. So, do you believe, Fala, that God sent us this command of stoning?
I do believe it's there. It's in the Bible.
I know that it is there. Everybody know, yes. But do you believe that it is from God?
Yes. And why do I think so?
Why
If
you think so?
If you have read the Bible, or I don't know if this is in the Quran. Do you have the story of Sodom and Gomorrah?
Yes, yes, we have the story of,
Yes.
maybe it is different, yeah, okay.
Yes,
But
but
there is no such a stoning there, yeah.
it's not
Stoning at all.
stoning.
Okay.
It's not stoning.
Okay.
But God wiped out Sodom and Gomorrah
Okay.
using I don't know. It was flames. Give me a minute.
Okay. But anyway, he punished them by destroying them. Okay. Fala?
Give me a minute. I'll be back. Give me a minute.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes. Let me see. Yeah, this one we covered. The thing is, they discovered his potential innocence before the execution, so I don't understand why the whole process wasn't paused. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sometimes, Miske, sometimes they want to kill people, like Iranian regime. They want to kill people. They don't care if this person is innocent or guilty. They just want to kill somebody, okay? Good question. Okay, so they want to kill somebody because of some other reasons. I don't know. In Iran case is to oppress people, to make people afraid. They need to execute people, even though you are innocent. They can execute you. But in USA's case, I don't know. Well, the US has higher percent of population in prisons than USSR under Stalin. So I ain't exactly surprised either. Ms. Kay, which country you are from? Because you said, I thought I understood as you are living in, in Eastern Bloc, you said. A former Eastern European country, perhaps. Okay, is there any question? Otherwise, because Fala went, let me put let me see, yes, the link again, in case he doesn't find it. And if not, he's not coming back soon, then yes, he's back. Yeah, Fala.
Yes, as I was saying, I do believe it came from God, because Jesus even acknowledged the stoning of the idolatry, the woman. But they were not even following the Mosaic laws, because idolaters, it was supposed to be the man and the woman who were supposed to be stoned.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, but in that scenario when Jesus came, it was only the woman, which
Okay.
was also wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
And as,
But but don't you think that it is a barbaric act that God says that you have the right to stone a human being? Don't you think that that's barbaric?
To me, I think it was barbaric, but
okay,
what can I say? It was a way of passing judgment. If you are a sinner, it's like today there's some actions that are our laws that are considered that you can be killed for, maybe committing treason in our country, something like that.
Okay,
so
but look, Fala, this is something that even Muslim extremists bring up. That say, but your countries, I don't know which law they follow. It's a man-made law. Okay, for example, in USA, perhaps they kill treasoner. Okay, but that's not Islamic law. For example, when I say to these extremists, Muslim extremists, I say USA doesn't follow Islamic law. Okay, they don't follow God, the most merciful and forgiving God. So you cannot say in our country the government do this. That's why God also, command us to do this. No, God's command is supposed to be a good command, a beautiful command, a loving command. Okay, not a barbaric command. In Quran, I said, I don't know if you heard, stoning has been mentioned several times, but always from the pagan side. Okay, they stone. All right, okay, Miss K, you are from Poland, yeah? Poland, Belarus. I move between
Okay,
the two,
Moody, I
occasionally
need to
for various. Okay, yes, okay, yeah,
I need to go dig deeper on the Bible
okay,
and
yes,
see
yes,
if this was a law made by man or
okay,
a law made by God Himself.
okay.
I have to check it deeper, but I know those were the laws prior, before
Mhm.
the coming of Jesus. It was like that. So I'm not sure. No, maybe I need to read the Bible.
I just want to give you a theory, okay?
Okay.
What is it, Fala? I want to tell you a theory that maybe it makes sense for you too, because it makes perfectly sense for me, that these pagans, they wanted to keep some of their practices, okay? So unfortunately, they could enter these things, this barbaric pagan practice, because Romans were doing that as well. It is known that Romans also were stoning, and they were not Christian, they were not Jews, okay? So they entered them in the Torah, and the same people, okay, the same barbarian pagans wanted to enter these actions in the Quran as well, but they couldn't, because Quran was memorized by the prophet's companion. It was protected. That's why it was sealed. So they came up with these fabricated stories afterward, and they said that, you know what, we couldn't enter these in the Quran, but it came from God. Somehow they wanted to keep it. Understand? For me, it made perfectly sense. Okay, that they wanted to enter them in the Quran, but they couldn't. Okay, and they unfortunately they managed to enter them in. That's why I don't know if I showed you beginning that they always this. Let me show you. Please bear with me. I want to show you these comments. Okay, that they were making. All right. I don't know if you. Let me see here. Okay, I zoom in that this guy was saying. Where is it? But anyway, this guy, I was debating him in the chat. That let me another one. It is not this one. I was debating with him in the chat, and he was saying that. Oh, why cannot find it? Yeah, I think I saw it here. Show more. Yes, reply. I don't see the hadith. Okay, not here. All right, anyway, I cannot find it right now. I don't know what happened to this. This guy was saying that he was saying about this stoning, that you can find it in the Torah. Do you reject even Torah? And I cannot find it right now. I had it, but I cannot find it now. And but they always, Martin knows as well, they always run away to, unfortunately, to Torah, okay, and say that, if it is barbaric, then it was in the Torah as well, okay. So do you reject that one as well? No, I cannot find it now. Anyway, so yeah, I just cannot find it. So anyway, they usually want to prove me the stoning in the Torah. They cannot find it in the Quran themselves. Yeah, and that's why I tell them that, how come you believe that those books are corrupted, and now you want to prove me from a corrupted book? Okay.
Or yeah, maybe I can say, because maybe I think from the Bible, you see, the Bible, we do not consider, we say people who wrote the Bible are inspired by God. And
Okay.
if you read the Bible is not like the Quran. Quran,
Okay.
the Muslim claim it's the direct speech of Allah,
Okay. Yes. Okay.
but we do not claim that the Bible is the direct speech of Allah, or of God.
Yeah.
That's why you'll find in there you'll find people who have sinned. Previous prophets have sinned. Moses, David,
Yeah.
those people are sinners. But when you come to the New Testament, it's now
Okay.
Jesus who is God with us.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
New Testament talks about what you can say, how Jesus expects us to live in a godly
Okay.
way, or
Okay.
he was perfect, free of sin.
Okay.
That's why that passage of the stoning, he came to correct that, and
Okay.
he came to, what can I say? The laws of man say do not commit adultery, but when Jesus came, adultery, he says that even looking at a
Mhm.
woman lustfully, you have committed adultery.
Okay.
So now that's how Jesus expects us as Christians to treat
Okay.
idolatry.
Okay.
So I think he came to correct the human law,
So
the
you mean
Mosaic
okay?
law. Yes,
So you
those
mean
human.
okay?
Yes,
So you mean that it is adultery, and adultery's punishment is stoning. So if you look at a woman, then you have to be stoned to death, or what?
I'm saying that
Mhm.
was the laws before, but now
Mhm.
Jesus came up with the New Testament, with a new way of looking at things,
Okay.
love your enemies.
Okay.
That's why when I read I don't know, have you read the Bible? Quite
I
some
have,
bit.
yes, I have read the John.
When you read the Bible, normally you find Jesus was with the what can we say? He used to hang out with tax collectors,
Mhm.
fornicators, those people
Mhm.
who in that time were considered great sinners or something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yes, he was there now to preach the good news,
Okay.
encouraging them to come to Christ.
Okay. Yes.
And there was a significance. I don't know if you've heard of Paul.
Sorry.
Paul was. Have you
Yeah,
heard of
Paul.
Paul?
Paul.
Yes,
Yes.
Paul was someone who used to kill Christians.
Mhm.
He was a person who was killing Christians. However, Jesus used Paul. What can I say? He came to Paul and showed him the right way.
Okay. Yes.
That was it was significant, showing that not everyone is
Mhm.
allowed to. Everyone's sin is forgiven, and
Yeah.
everyone can spread the message of God, even those who persecuted you,
Yeah. Even
persecuted the
if
Christians.
you have it,
Yes.
Fala, we have it the same in Islam. We had Prophet Muhammad had enemies who were killing Muslims, and then later they converted to Islam and fought for Islam, and they were killed in the battles. Okay, so
Now
it is.
the problem.
Yes, we
Oh,
also
okay,
believe.
okay.
We believe also in that people can change and they have the right to repent. And Allah says in the Quran, "No sin is bigger than my forgiveness. No sin." You know, no matter what sin you have committed, if you repent, then God will forgive you. Okay.
Now, unfortunately,
Yes.
there are verses in the Quran that contradict your opinion.
Okay.
There are some.
All right.
Sorry,
We can
I do not
no.
have. I
Okay.
don't have.
Whatever. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We were talking about the Bible. That subject we can do later after that to see where it contradict. Okay. But one more thing is that these when I say because I believe that those stoning were not from God. They were corrupted, and the one which is from God, okay, is the one which is in New Testament, or what you call it, the Bible or whatever. That Jesus said, "The one who has no sin cast the first stone." Okay, I say, and these extremist Muslims say, "No, no, no, that's a corrupted one." Do you understand? But I say that's from God, because God
Yes.
didn't want these people stone another sinner. These are people are sinners themselves, and they cannot stone another sinner. So that contradict those previous, verses about stoning. So that's why I say those verses are corrupted. They were not from God, because God didn't want us to stone another human being. We are all sinners. We cannot, punish another sinner. Okay.
I understand, That's
Mhm.
why we Christians, the
Mhm.
name the why we are called Christians is because we follow Christ, his
Yeah, but
teachings.
yeah, look.
His-
The difference is this,
yes,
Fala. You believe that those verses also were from the. You believe
yes,
that Jesus was
yes,
God, okay? So those
yes,
verses also were from Jesus, yeah, previous. Which I say
yes.
that it cannot be. Both cannot be from Jesus, because
You
in
see,
one it says no. In one he says stone adulterers. In another one he says you are a sinner. You cannot stone adulterers. Stop stoning them. It is the meaning of
now
that. The meaning of
now
that. Yes. Mhm.
now that's why I have to go and do my research to see if it's
Yes.
it came from God directly, or it
Okay.
was a law made by man, made by Moses.
Yes.
It might be.
No.
You see that.
No. Not. Don't say by Moses, because Moses was following the command of God. So I do
That's
not believe that. I do not believe that it came by Moses. It came after Moses. Okay. People put it in that book. Okay. It wasn't by him. He had just 10 commandments. Okay, Moses.
Yes, I know
Yes.
Moses had 10 commandments, but
Yes.
do you
Yes.
know that?
So
Do you
later
know
they put.
Moses?
Yeah.
Yes, do you know Moses killed? There was a person he killed in the
No,
Bible. You find.
okay, I know. No,
Yes,
it is
yes,
in the Quran as well that he killed somebody, but it was in a
yes,
battle.
yes.
It was
So
in a
that is
battle.
man. He's
No,
man.
no.
A man
Okay,
is a
all
sinner.
right. Okay, no, look.
And also in the Bible,
Okay, but
there's a
Fala,
yes, yes.
that was in a battle, in a fight. Okay,
No, it
maybe
was
he
not in a.
didn't. No, it was in a battle.
Maybe I need to read the Bible clearly
Okay,
and bring out the verses to show you that he
okay,
killed a fellow Egyptian. I'm sure.
okay. Yes,
I've read
but
it somewhere.
it was. I know that it was in a battle. It was like. Yeah, it was like a fight. Okay, as I know, it was like a fight, and then somehow intentionally or by mistake he killed that person. Okay, but anyway, uh, if Moses, if it was given by Moses, then and I think that was before. Okay, and I think, as I know, that was before he become prophet. Okay, he killing that person was before he become prophet. He didn't kill that person as a prophet of God. Okay, but his commands, which are in the Torah, they were given by God, so they supposed to be all commands of God, not that he says something from himself. Okay, I put this one also in the Torah. It is from me, but I put it in the Torah. So that's why I say the command of Jesus was that the one who has no sin cast the first stone. That was the command of Jesus. And that contradicts very much the other one. So that's why, and I believe that this was from Jesus. But the other one, stoning adulterers, wasn't from God. Okay? It was
Now,
man-made, law, not by Moses. It was a man-made law, and it was followed by Romans as well. You know that, Fala, that Romans were also stoning adulterers?
yeah, probably. I think
No,
so.
they're
I'm
not
not sure.
probably. They were
Um,
stoning. In reality, Fala, in reality, it was
okay, okay.
just against women, because men, they could have as many wives they wanted. They didn't need to go commit adultery. If they found a woman and they wanted to be with that woman, they would take her home and say, "This is my wife," no problem at all. But the woman, if she committed adultery, she would be stoned to death, because she was the property of a man. Okay? And she wasn't able to marry someone else, to get divorced. This was their law, the pagans' law. Women were your property, and you could have many wives, but she couldn't have many husbands. Okay? So that's why they were just stoning women, not men. Okay, if my wife, if I had, for example, 10 wives, and my wife slept with another man, probably we could even stone that man who slept with my wife. Okay, but not, mostly wasn't aimed to, stone the man, but mostly was aimed to stone the woman. Okay, yeah.
Okay, no problem. Well, maybe I need to do my research
Yes,
and
please. Yeah, yeah.
come
Yes.
up with a better.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
of
maybe
course.
it was man's law.
Yeah, it was. I
However,
tell you, yeah,
yeah,
I tell you that it definitely contradict Jesus' command that said, "The one who has no sin," because it doesn't make sense otherwise. Yeah, because if you wanted that people stone adulterers, then even that time I was talking to to Martin as well, that if he wanted that people stone that adulterer, he would say, I am the one who has no sin. I cast the first stone and you follow me. But he didn't do that. He didn't cast the first stone. And then he said to that woman, go live a life without sin. He said that that woman was sinner. That woman was adulterer. Yeah. In that way, he said it, that she was. But he didn't. He saved her because he didn't want that she get stoned. Because everyone else is a sinner and they want to stone another sinner. Okay. So that's the command of God. Okay. In Roman Empire, Miss Kay says, in Roman Empire, I think that was only the case if she did adultery with another man. If she, just a moment. Salam alaikum, Mr. Tree, my brother. My brother in Christ.
Assalamu alaikum.
My brother in Christ. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you doing, Maji?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Thank you very much. I missed you, Mr. Tree, because my brother, you were not here several weeks.
Yeah, sorry. I was at a chess event. The Global Chess League is in London.
Uh-huh.
Went to go watch, but yeah, sorry I missed it.
No, don't worry. I used to play chess a lot. I'm a good player, but yes, but it's many, many years that I don't play because I think that it wastes my time. I try to do more useful things.
We had some of the best players in the world right here, so it was a really good event.
Okay, very good. Yes, I could remember wrong. Okay, no. Yes, this case, in Roman Empire, I think that was only the case if she did adultery with another man. If she did with another girl, they looked at it less harshly. I don't know that, but whatever. If she did it with another man, then they would stone her to death. Yes, Mr. Tree, would you like to add something?
Yeah, it's more of a different topic, so I'll wait.
No. We are done with that topic. Please, yeah, continue.
Okay. So,
yeah, Fala, want to say something?
Yes. One of the reasons why I also don't think Quran came from God, because I think I don't know, it was my first. I need to come up with there was a verse I quoted to you where the Prophet allocated himself freedom to marry any believing woman.
Okay. All right.
And not even to marry, to marry, but we all know what marriage with a woman it means. Then the next verse, he also gave himself power that whoever, when he has finished or whatever doing sex with that woman, he was free to let her go without any blame. That's one of the reasons why I don't believe the Quran is from God.
Okay, look, Fala, there is a verse also, if it was for him, there is a verse also says that you cannot marry any more free women. To Prophet Muhammad says it's forbidden for you to marry more unless only those your right hand possess. Okay, and there is a video, I think I have it on my channel. You can watch that video as well, that these your right hand possess were women without document, and God in the Quran encourages people to marry them or marry them off so that they also get documented and become free, because these people were undocumented in that society. So otherwise, if it was from Prophet Muhammad, he wouldn't forbid himself from marrying more free women. Okay, I have it in that video. It is Brother Rashid who made that video. It's very good video. It's about your right hand possess. It is on my channel, so please watch that one. And that's not a reason that you think that this book is not from God just because of something that you misunderstand it. There are a lot of beautiful commands. Okay, and I didn't say that because of one verse that I didn't like or I don't believe that's from God. In the Torah, I say that the entire book is not from from God. There are lots of beautiful commands in the Torah and the Bible. Okay, So just because of one verse or two verse that I disagree, I don't throw away the entire book. Okay. So, and I asked you, I think before I read many verses for you, I said, give me a good reason not following these verses. Okay. And I said that it is at the end, it's not about is it from God or it is not from God. Is it a good command? I follow it, even if it is from Buddha. Okay. Let me see somebody. Kamal. Hello, Kamal. Why are you chasing Baba Shuaib? I didn't chase Baba Shuaib. Actually, I wanted to have a dialogue with him about two verses of Quran because Brother Muhammad said he's knowledgeable in Quran. Okay. And he was quite rude. I'm so sorry that I asked him. Okay. He think that he is, I don't know, kind of prophet, and I seek attention from him. I just sent him a message to his, his mail. I didn't receive back anything. And then I was writing on his Facebook. He didn't respond to me. He was responding other. So I was thinking why he's, avoiding me, why he doesn't answer me. And he didn't let me even on his channel to defend myself, to say that I'm not looking attention from you. Who are you that I'm looking attention for you? If you had 100,000 followers, I maybe was looking attention from you. But you have just few thousand followers. It's just 5,000-6,000 followers. Okay. So I wanted somebody who speak Arabic talk to me, or he can Arabic talk to me about 533 and 538. Mr. Tree knows. Yeah, Mr. Tree, I've been looking for people to talk about, especially chapter 5, verse 38. Okay, that Hourglass is here. He knows that I have this different interpretation of that verse. Okay, so I wanted him to call in either on my channel or I call on his channel. We can talk about these two verses. But he was very, very rude. He was terrible. And I didn't like his attitude. That why are you chasing me? I have a life. I have also a life. But anybody write on my channel a comment, I answer within few hours, okay, or even a day. But he doesn't answer at all. It means that he doesn't care about his followers at all. And if he had 100, 200,000 followers, I would understand that he doesn't reach to answer everybody. He just have few comments on his videos. Yeah, Mr. Tree?
Thank you, Miji.
Yes, please.
Miji, I want to ask you, how do you define justice, and does justice require payment?
Justice is for me is if as long as you don't oppress somebody, violate somebody's right. Okay, that's called injustice. Okay, justice is when you you don't violate this law. Okay.
Yeah,
and
but
yes, sorry. Yeah, please.
I'm sorry about that. I was saying, if you've got a criminal who is killing someone, what would be the perfect justice for that criminal?
Okay, the thing is that that's also the justice is also defined by God also, because he's most knowing, most knowledgeable, and he's most merciful as well. That the thing is that these people, the person, I believe that the person who has done this crime could have many reasons. Maybe he did it by mistake. Maybe he didn't do it at all. Okay, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
And even if he had done it, maybe he was, he didn't have this. He was in a how do you say it? He grew up in a way, in a system that for him this was normal. Okay.
Let's assume that always things are fine. He is in a perfect state of mind, and he meant to do it. So he deserves justice because he killed someone.
Okay. Sorry.
So my question is, in the case where someone meant to kill someone and they were in a right state of mind and they wanted to kill, what is perfect justice for God for that person?
For God, okay. You mean you're asking for God, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, God is he knows the best, okay, and his punishment is hereafter, not here, because here in this life He give opportunity to everybody
Yeah.
to change, to learn, to repent. Okay, and that's opportunity. It's not my power to take away that opportunity from this person. Okay.
So you say that there should be punishment.
Look, I say, because we don't know the extent of this punishment. For example, let's say if somebody steal what is it, an iPhone, and somebody steal $1 billion, justice is that you give them the right punishment, which is, for example, somebody stole an iPhone, just give him a fine or give him a week jail or something. But the one who has stolen $1 billion, definitely he has to get a more punishment. Okay, so yes, so I am not knowledgeable enough to know how long, how much should be this punishment. For me, is that I have to rehabilitate this person. As long as he is, I realize that this person, if he goes out again, he will steal. Then I have to keep him and make him to understand that this, and then I have to help that person not to do this again. Okay, to teach him, not only teach him, to see where is his problem, why he stole. Maybe he doesn't have money, maybe he's poor, maybe a lot of different things. Okay, so I have to make sure that he has also this opportunity as I have. Okay, that I don't do this. Okay, because I have an opportunity alive that I don't need to do this. Understand? So the opportunity that I have and you have, I also have to provide that for that person as well. That's unjust. If somebody is hungry, Mr. Tree, and he goes and steals somebody because he's hungry, and then I go and punish, that's unjust. Okay,
that's fine. So that person that meant to kill someone and they didn't have a good reason and they still killed someone, would it be unjust for that person not to be to punish for it?
Yeah, wait. Fala want to say something. Yeah, Fala, what?
I want to let me chime in on this topic. I don't know.
Wait, Fala, wait. Fala,
I want to make a point.
Wait,
I want to make a point.
No. Mr. Tree,
I was not really making my point, but okay.
Yes. Wait, Mr. Tree. Is it okay if Fala make it or you? Because Mr. Tree.
No, I was still going on, so I was still busy making my points.
Okay, let Fala. Let Mr. Tree continue.
So my question is, it would be unjust not to punish that person, correct?
No, the thing is that if first of all,
if the person means to kill someone and there was no other issue, but the person did it because they wanted to do it.
Okay, so I said first of all, I don't know why the person did. So it would be unjust if I say it would be unjust if I did punish that person. Okay, because I cannot judge. I cannot make this. The perfect judgment. The perfect judgment is by God. I say I have the right. Yes. On another side, Mr. Tree, I have to keep that person somewhere locked because he has killed somebody. I cannot just leave him go on the street. So I have to keep him somewhere, and it's not as a punishment because I don't know how much is his punishment. How should I punish this person? Okay.
That's fine. Is there any situation where God has to punish someone, and if he does not punish them, it's unjust?
Yeah, if he does not punish, then okay, that's I cannot decide that say it is unjust because he is the.
That's fine, but like, is there a situation?
What?
Is there a situation where if God does not punish someone, it is unjust from God?
That's a difficult question to me.
That's not because my question is if there's no.
Fala, wait, Mr. Tree is talking. Wait, please. Yeah. Okay.
If there's no need for God to not punish someone, then there's no need for forgiveness.
Okay.
So because God does forgive, we can assume that there are situations where punishment should be carried out to that person.
Okay.
So my question is, how can God have perfect forgiveness and perfect judgment at the same time? Because God would have to sacrifice forgiveness to be the perfect judge, or sacrifice judging to be the perfect forgiver.
All right. So I just look, Mr. Tree, I have to tell you like this. I just know what is my my situation, what I have to do. Okay, what God has to do, I don't know. That's up to Him. I know I know what I have to do. Okay, and what if I do something, is it just or unjust? Okay, that one I can say. But if God doesn't do something, is it just or unjust? I cannot talk about that. Yes?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Because God is perfect by definition, and if God is perfect, He has perfect forgiveness and perfect justice. And justice means a payment should be taken. Forgiveness normally means that the payment is taken away. So it's almost like you can't have one complete without the other being incomplete.
Okay.
So the one detracts from the other, and if God is perfect, God cannot be perfect in both. He should be perfect in both at the same time.
Okay. So I mean, you want me to say if He doesn't do that, He's imperfect? Yeah.
I'm saying if God forgives you and takes away your punishment, then He is not being a perfect judge.
Okay. So I tell you that again, that I'm not going to judge God. I cannot even judge. I cannot even judge. I cannot even judge you. I cannot judge Fala or any other person. So how can I judge even God? Okay.
I understand, but would you say forgiveness takes away from judgment?
Look, I mean, this is because I don't know this. That if I cannot answer this one in reality, that if God no, because if God forgive somebody, that's unjust. Okay, that's unjust. I cannot unfortunately answer that.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
It is very as a human, maybe we think that that's unjust. Yeah, because for example, let's say somebody killed. Not let's say, because I know. Yes, you know, my brother was killed by somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Iranian regime, and one of their guards hanged him. Okay. And the person was even jailed in Sweden, and they released him. He was here 5 years. So is it if God forgive that person, is it just or unjust? Okay, I just personally I leave it to God. I say He's most knowing, and I accept what He does. Okay, is it unjust or not? That's not up to me to judge God. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe I personally would like that person be punished, burn in hell, forever, all these things.
Yeah.
But maybe personally, my mom, my brothers, they might want that. Okay, but if He doesn't, okay, I leave that to God. I say, yeah. For example, this Iranian president he died in the crash, the helicopter crash. Yeah, last president. He was the one who ordered that killing, mass killing. And everywhere we say that he's in hellfire now, okay? So if God doesn't, and I believe, of course, this is my belief, that he will be in hell because he has killed tens of thousands of people, okay? He was a mass murderer, like Adolf Hitler. I believe that these people go to hell. But if God forgive them, I will be sad, yeah, definitely. But am I going to say that this God is unjust? There are things that I do not understand. Yeah, there are things that I do not understand. I'm not because I don't have that knowledge of God. You don't have. Nobody has. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree saying that like Hitler should be in hell and that is justice. However, forgiveness would mean that if he did get the forgiveness from God and God's forgiveness is perfect, then even he would be in heaven. So like equating these two, it's not easy because it seems like one would take away from the other. That's just where I want to finish off. I just want to finish off by saying in Christianity, we've got Jesus Christ, who was not someone that got killed by God, but it was actually God coming down and being on the cross himself. And that's how he offers forgiveness, and he is saying justice because he is paying for the sins for us. So I think in Christianity, we do have an answer for this.
Very good, yeah. Fala, sorry.
Have a good night.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Take care. Thank you again. Thank you for the last time.
Great.
Yeah, this is the second time I make the chicken butter. Yes, yesterday I made it again.
Thank you.
Yeah. Take care. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Okay, Mr. Fala, yes, you want to say something?
Yes, I wanted to chime in from the topic.
Okay.
And Jesus explains the topic itself, judgment of murderers.
Mhm.
If you look at the, do you have access to the Bible or from the
I have
internet?
read. I have read the John. Yes. Okay.
And I'm saying, do you have access right now? Can you go to the internet and search Matthew chapter 5, verse 21? Just go to the Bible. I think you can just Google it. Matthew chapter 5.
Just a second. Just Matthew chapter
5.
5.
Verses 21.
Verse
21.
21.
To around, I think, 24.
It came 21 to 26. We click on that.
Yeah, 21 to 26. It's okay.
Okay, let me see.
You can just pull it out and read it out.
Okay, let me share it. Present, share. Here, okay. Let me see. 21. Here it is, yeah. As human, we are always inclined to lower the moral. Is it here you want to read? Yes.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 21.
Is it, do you see that? Do you see?
I can't see it. It's quite small.
Let me see. How about now? Let me see.
Quite.
let me remove this. Let me remove this. Let me see. How about now?
It's okay.
Okay.
But it's not quite the Bible. I don't think this is the Bible. I think it's someone's interpretation or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I put it. Let me check.
That's not the Bible verse itself.
Let me see here. Putting off anger. No. Bible.org.
Maybe.
Okay.
Just open it.
Christianity Library. Maybe this one.
Yes.
Okay.
Try. Okay.
In the previous, let me check. Okay, here. Is it big enough?
The previous Jesus. This is also an interpretation.
Okay. All right. And maybe you can make your point. Yeah. What it says. If you remember.
Let me just read it out.
Okay.
Maybe you have heard that it was said to the men of old, you shall not murder, and whoever murders shall be guilty before the court. But I say to you that everyone who continues to be angry with his brother or harbors malice against him shall be guilty before the court. And whoever speaks to his brother, Raka, that means you're empty-headed, idiot, shall be guilty before the Supreme Court. And whoever says you fool shall be danger of the fiery hell. So if you're presenting your offering at the altar, and while there you remember that your brother has something against you, leave your offering there at the altar and go. First make peace with your brother and then come and present your offering. So from the verse you can see that it's not even when the old laws said you shall not murder. Jesus came to say that if you're angry with your brother, that is the same as committing murder. Or if you're planning, you have a malice against him, that's also, it's like you're committing murder. When you insult someone, it's like you're committing murder. And your judgment is that during the judgment day, you'll be put to hell. Maybe that clarifies the topic of, what can I say? Murdering someone, or that topic.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Fala. If there is, I don't see any other question. Maybe we can wrap it up now. Yeah, you have a question, please.
I found a very in the Quran.
Okay.
There's a contradiction.
Okay.
If you read in chapter 5 verse 90, could
Okay.
you open chapter 5 verse 90?
All right, just a second.
Okay.
Google Islam Awakening. Chapter 90. 90.
5
5.
5 verse
Chapter
90.
5. Yeah, 5
90.
verse 90. Okay, just a second. Let me share it. Let me share the present. Okay. All right. Yeah. Believers, intoxication, gambling, adultery, and fortune telling are repugnant, and it's a difficult word. And evil acts. Okay, they are evil acts of Satan. Avoid them so that you may prosper. So yeah, and then
You see, we find that intoxicants
yes,
are
intoxication.
evil and
It's evil and gambling. Yeah.
and evil, and they're from Satan.
Yes. So
When you go to chapter 16, verse
okay.
67,
Okay.
it says
let
the
me see.
contrary.
16.
If you go to verse 67.
16 verse. Okay.
67.
16 verse.
67. 67. Verse
67.
67.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
67. Okay. So
Yes.
and from the fruits of the palm trees and grape wines you obtain intoxicants as well as good provision. In these two there is a sign for people who think. Okay. No, it is. Look, I don't remember the. What is it? I have to read this before and after. Okay, maybe you can call next week because I know that it is not a contradiction. All right.
However,
Let me see. Let me see.
just
Wait.
open.
I have
If
to
you're
go.
not
I have to
Muzi,
yeah.
if you're not convinced by that,
Mhm.
take note of that. Then go to chapter 4, verse 43.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah,
I
you
have to
can
take
just
in.
take note.
I have to
Yeah,
take a note, and then
take
I will
note.
talk to you about this next week.
Chapter
What was
4,
that?
verse 43. 4,
Four.
verse 43.
Let me see. 4:43. Okay. All right. Believers, do not attempt to pray while you are in a state of. It is not drunkenness. Okay. You are not aware of what you say. Okay. But wait until you know what you are saying. Okay. Nor
You see,
if you are in a state. Okay. Let me see. Okay. This is in Arabic. It's a sukkar. Okay. In
I don't
reality, it is.
understand.
Yes, I have been. Okay, I have been researching about this. It is not about just just drinking. All right, and then it is saying that if you have drunk, okay, or if you are in a state that you don't understand what are you saying, so don't go to prayer. Wait until you understand what you say. Understand? So what is the
But
contradiction here?
you see,
Mhm.
the chapter 5, verse 90 says these intoxicants are from Satan and you should avoid it.
Okay.
Chapter 16, verse 67 says these intoxicants are good, is a good provision, and
Okay.
it is a sign from Allah. It's a sign
No, no,
from the
no.
people of reason.
Okay. Look, I
Now
tell
you
you
see,
that.
it cannot be.
All right.
It
Okay.
cannot be.
Anna, if
Yes.
no, look, okay, if it is like that, yes, okay, you are right. But let's, I will take a
Go
note.
do research.
Okay,
Go do-
take a note. I take a note, and then I will look at it because I know that it is not what you say because I have been reading about this before. But next week, please join me, and we will talk about it. Okay, remember that.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, thank you. Let me see.
Let me say
German.
good night. It's
Yeah.
quite. Okay.
Good night. Yeah. Thank you. Mike said this case. No, is the new kitchen working out? Malzahn Grandma seems happy with it so far. I don't know what is that. So, guys, I appreciate everybody being here. Okay, and yes, I would like to wrap it up if it's okay. before we go. As usually. So thank you for being here, and see you everybody next week, inshallah. Take care. Salam alaikum. God bless you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.